for almost 40 years, and right now Monster fans get special access to their new AI-powered tool that can get you an estimate in 1 minute or less. Visit solarsource.com/monsters for an instant quote.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Welcome to Pollo Tropical. Would you like to try our new coconut shrimp?
Coconut shrimp, coconut shrimp, shrimp and the coconut. Coconut shrimp, coconut shrimp.
Coco y camarón.
Pollo is serving up perfectly golden, sweet, and savory coconut shrimp in a bowl, platter, or on the side with our pineapple rum sauce. We're going coconuts for the all-new coconut shrimp, only at Pollo Tropical.
Coconut shrimp, coco y camarón.
If you love Florida and you love fun, then might I suggest you pick up a rod and reel and go fishing? Because here in the Sunshine State, fishing, fun, and Florida just go together. And you know what else goes with fishing, fun, and Florida? I'll give you a hint. It starts with an L. That's right, a license. Getting your fishing license opens up a whole lot of fun and new memories, and it's never been easier to get one. Just visit fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com to order yours. And before you know it, you'll be more relaxed than you can even imagine. Casting your line in your local fishing hole, propping your feet up in that rental rowboat, and of course, catching the big one. So go to fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com. Then plan your escape, because fishing is a great way to connect with family, friends, and of course, nature. Your fishing license is just a few clicks away. Order yours today at fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com and enjoy all the fishing, fun, and Florida you deserve.
R.C. Hill here from R.C. Hill Mitsubishi. And business is blooming. That means you could turn over a new leaf in a new Mitsubishi. This week, I'll give you up to $4,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value for your old ride. Do other dealers rake you through the mud over past credit mishaps? We're rooting for you. Drive a nicer, newer car today. But hurry, this deal will get picked over soon. I'm R.C. Hill Mitsubishi. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price determines actual trade allowance. Negative equity may be refinanced. Offer absolutely ends April 30th, 2023. See dealer for details.
The podcast Founding Son, John Quincy's America, examines the legacy of the 6th U.S. president, who spent his final decades battling the slavocracy, featuring the voices of Patrick Warburton as John Quincy Adams and Nick Offerman as Andrew Jackson.
Was there ever witnessed such a barefaced corruption in any country before?
This blustering has an air of desperation.
Listen to Founding Son, John Quincy's America, a Curiosity podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade. Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, FUN. F-U-N, FUN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Real Radio 104.1.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Wednesday, April 26, 2022. Lots to get to today, from Tucker Carlson fires back to how to game the Uber Eats app, and the killer clown case is finally solved, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, C-Lane.
How we doing?
And Josh is with us as well.
Oh, hey.
There he is. And you're with us today. Join us on the show. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. You can do that over at thenewsjunkie.com. You can also watch the show on YouTube or twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday?
Fantastic.
here
Great.
we are. Got Fritz on the Street coming up later today. Sabrina had her birthday last night. So, you know, even during the show, Celia was talking about how she was like doing a little cough, a little sneeze. I don't know if I'm feeling that good. I said, you know, you get this the day after your birthday. If you want to take it off, just take it off.
I think you said it on the air.
Oh, did I? I thought that was during one of the commercial breaks. Ugh. And then I felt bad afterwards because Courtney
told her
goes,
to snot on the mic.
Right. Courtney goes, she said, no, like 2 days ago, she asked if we had any vitamins to fight off like a cold coming on. And I said, well, unless she was really, you know, laying the groundwork for taking Wednesday off, maybe she's not feeling that hot, but she pushed through last night. And you got to get the birthday party in, get the strip club action in. Josh was there, I know. You were out late, I'm sure. How late were you out last night?
I don't know.
You don't remember what time? It's one of those.
I'm sure you have receipts. Where are the receipts?
He doesn't want to look at the receipts. You look at the receipts, you realize the damage that you did last night.
I know the cash that left my wallet. I don't need to look at what I paid for otherwise.
Is it possible to go into a strip club and be thrifty? Is that a possible thing? Or is it always going to be expensive?
if you want everyone to hate you.
Oh, yeah. Because it's kind of like, it's like the 2-drink minimum thing.
It's possible, but you do feel kind of, I don't know. You feel like you're kind of a piece of S.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, in the strip club, I've done it when I had like no money.
Right.
And but my
just
friends,
enough to get in.
My friends were going to the strip club and they bought me like a drink or two, and I'm like, I am baroque right now.
And
Just hanging out.
The dancer comes around and goes, "Would you like a private dance?" And you're like, I haven't decided yet.
Well,
At some point,
I'm still browsing.
Yeah,
So
just looking at the
I have
inventory.
like, very little money. I don't know if my credit card was maxed out or not, or if that was just my like last resort. But somebody bought me a dance, which I participated in. Very fun time.
Did they have to come over after the dance and make the payment, or did they give you the money ahead of time?
No, I didn't.
Because that would have been weird. After the Def Leppard song ended, you're like, you're gonna have to see Jimmy for the money for the lap dance.
What's the damage?
No, I didn't even know it was happening. So the money was exchanged ahead of time. However, the part that was not explained to me or the friend that bought the dance is there's a 2-drink minimum in the dance room.
Oh, really?
And that was up to me. And then they came.
I'll take a water, please.
They came after me. They came after me after I got out of the dance room and went back to just the main stage and just watching. And they were like, "Yeah, you didn't buy your second drink." And I was like, "Oh, sorry."
Listen, you son of a bitch. Buy this sugar-free Red Bull or get out.
For $18.
Worth
Let's
it.
put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to a woman in an American flag bikini with a gun. Because, that's how things are going. And she says, "Go woke, go broke," or whatever the saying is, and lights up some Bud Light.
Go broke.
Don't screw it up. Look at all the money you spent on those Bud Lights. Probably more expensive than bullets. What an absolute waste.
How did she miss so many times? She's standing right there.
Not a great shot. She's like 10 feet in front of this.
What's behind the Bud Lights? It looks like clothes.
It looks like bras that are hung to the fence there. Because, this is a fine establishment where you hang out.
Bud Light bras?
I don't know if those exist, but if they do, this woman would have it. She would be the one, I think. I also enjoyed this, and I want to share it with you. You know the guy who was from that Grills restaurant?
Yeah.
The one that was like, "We're not serving Bud Light." Somebody said, "Well, I just ordered one." And they go, "Yeah, but we decided after we served that."
And then he wrote the open letter to Anheuser-Busch.
That's right.
About how disgusted he was. However, still loves the gays, he says.
Yeah.
Very friendly. We love you guys. We just this is between me and Bud Light.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Well,
I don't see how both of those things can exist, but
the thing I liked the best was this guy was on Fox News doing an interview this week, and the way he talks about this whole incident, he says this is the hardest thing he's ever gone through in his life, and this is like his 9/11, all right? It's his own personal 9/11. He's really struggling to deal with it. Even the Fox News host was like, "Wait, what? This is the hardest thing you've ever gone through?"
Yeah, it's been a terrible week. It's been actually a couple of weeks now, probably the most difficult 2 weeks we've ever experienced in our life in this industry.
Why? Why is it the most difficult
period
of your life?
You know, Anheuser-Busch, they held a social knife over all of our heads.
A social
They dropped
knife?
it very irresponsibly.
Good line.
It threw us into turmoil by standing on our biblical faith. It put us at odds with other people that didn't take that stance.
Very, very tough for him. He's struggling to get through. Times are rough right now. And they also said that some of the sales
Social
are actually
knife,
down.
though.
Got that social knife right to your throat. You go into a bank one time and rob them with a social gun and see how that works out. These things aren't as effective as one might think. But they did say that some of the data from servers across nearly 3,000 locations using something called Beer Board, which I'm not familiar with, but I guess they help barrooms monitor their beer flows. And they said they poured about 6% less Bud Light than other light lagers. And the sales were down at least a little bit. Who knows if any of this is going to stay for any decent amount of time. We'll have to see on that. Join us, as I said, on the show today. Go to thenewsjunkie.com, and you can hit record on your first dispatch right now. Steve on YouTube says, I'm going to show you how mad I am at your business by buying your product. Yes. I mean, that's the thing that's so funny about this.
Unless you're committing some sort of crime, you can't shoot cans of Bud Light without buying cans of Bud Light.
Right. Yeah, you didn't have these just stocked up in some room somewhere and you're like, we're getting rid of our supply. No, you went out and bought them, which is so lame. It's like buying Nikes to burn them in protest Colin Kaepernick. It's a lame move. There were really, really bad storms.
I was a younger person back then.
You've come a long way, though. Really bad storms yesterday. Did you guys end up seeing any hail out there?
No, but I saw some people posting, I don't know if it was Facebook or Reddit or somewhere, where they were like, that was some of the worst hail I've ever seen.
I saw like softball-sized hail that people took pictures of, like giant chunks of hail that had hit in some of these spots, which can do some real damage. There was a lot of places where there was hail, they said, that was about the size of a dime. And the odd thing about that...
Do we even need to report on dime-sized hail?
I don't want any dime-sized hail.
Come on.
I don't want any sized hail.
You don't want a dime falling on you?
I think a dime-sized hail might be able to put a little crack in your windshield or something. It has to be bigger than that, you think?
Yes.
Quarter size.
Nickel-sized.
Definitely not nickel-sized.
Dime-sized hail can do some damage still, I think. It's definitely not good.
In numbers, yeah.
You'd choose not to have it over having it if given that opportunity.
Right. I challenge you to go outside during the break and throw a dime at one of your car windows as hard as you can.
You don't think it would crack it?
No.
Yes, it would.
No.
Definitely. Okay, so if I said, C-Lane, stand right here, and you stood at the foot of the Empire State Building, and I dropped a dime on your head.
Farce.
What, you would want to stand there? You would want to try it out?
I would stand there.
You would stand there, and the dime would hit you in the head. And what do you think would happen?
Nothing.
I think it would at least hurt.
It might feel like I got flicked in the head hard.
I don't think it's going to squish you to the ground like a cartoon, but I think when my dime comes down,
it used to be, cuts your head open.
There used to
goes right through him.
That urban myth that the Empire State Building was so tall that the penny or dime or quarter would have enough time and enough gravity to build up speed and kill a person. And it was
I know that's
absolute
not true.
hogwash.
I know that's not true, but I think it would still do some damage. I think C-Lane would stand there to be like, you see, nothing happened to me. And it would fall from right between his legs, and it has gone all the way through his body and right out his BH, and the dime hits the floor, and you die. And if that's how it goes, I mean, at least that's a crazy way to go out.
So,
did you do the math?
Google these words.
Okay, hang on.
Dime-size hail, damaged car.
Dime-size hail, damaged car. In order for cars to be damaged by hail, the stones usually need to be 1 inch in diameter or larger. Small dime-sized hail typically does cause major damage on cars or trucks. I just read it.
Does not.
Oh, you pulled up my laptop. What are you doing,
What do you
man?
think I'm going to do?
It said major damage before. I don't know what happened.
No.
Things changed. And real quick, before we start diving into the show and
Friggin'
into
liar
your
here.
dispatches.
Liar. Fake news junkie.
We all know what happens on Groundhog Day. You have old Punxsutawney Phil come out and see if that rodent sees his shadow, and we get a prediction for the winter. But I didn't know there was another thing like this that happens in Vegas. And Mojave Max made his way out in Vegas today. He made
Wait, they do it on a different day?
Yeah, it's a turtle. It's a big giant tortoise that is the focus of schoolchild predictions, they say, and local lore about the start of spring has emerged from his winter burrow. So this thing pops out, and when he emerges, it's supposed to be the official start of spring. I think he's a little late there, Mojave Max, but he's a tortoise, so things take time, I guess. So they watch him every single year. The habits and habitat of Mojave Max are studied by children at Clark County public and private schools, where more than 4,200 kids in K through 5 entered this year's contest to guess the day the tortoise would emerge. The annual contest winner gets $1 million for guessing when the tortoise emerges.
Now, this...
I'm kidding. It doesn't get anything. It's just,
What?
You get a pat on the back. That's it.
This is the latest it has come out since the year 2000.
Yeah.
However, how the hell have we never heard of Mojave
I
Max
don't know.
until today?
This is it.
Never heard of this. I know that there's a lot of Punxsutawney Phil ripoffs that celebrate Groundhog Day, including like Buckeye Chuck in Ohio.
What a knockoff.
Gus the Groundhog in Penn State, Stormy Marmot, Staten Island Chuck.
Stormy Marmot.
Staten Island Chuck's the one that was dropped by whoever. Bloomberg?
One of the mayors.
Who was.
Balzac Billy. That's
excuse me?
That's a Canadian
Balzac
one.
Billy?
No, Balzac.
Balzac.
Oh,
okay.
Fred LaMama. I mean, there's a bunch of them.
LaMama.
I've heard of a lot of these.
These are all losers. All of these things.
Mojave Max?
Mojave Max is the man. He's the only tortoise that does this, as far as I know. He doesn't have a bunch of knockoffs out there and fakers. We have so many things to discuss. Dimes, tortoises, and otherwise today on the show. When we come back.
And fakers.
They finally.
John's going to recap his night last night.
Yeah, they finally solved the killer clown case, and this one is wild. Wait till you hear the details on this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Travel with caution and expect delays. Authorities are clearing up an accident on John Young Parkway heading southbound at President's Drive. The left lane is blocked. There's slowdowns due to an accident on I-4 eastbound before Colonial Drive. You can expect delays due to an accident on Buenaventura Boulevard north of Simpson Road and before Royal Palm Drive. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Marco's Pizza. Cravings are satisfied and pizza prayers are answered with Marco's new Magnifico pizzas, loaded with Old World sausage and pepperoni. Try all 3 Magnifico pizzas at Marcos.com. Available for a limited time. Marco's, pizza lovers get it.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you breaking news from the state of Florida. It's blueberry season! Fresh from Florida has the ripe, sweet blueberries you've been craving for cobblers, pancakes, and all your favorite homemade recipes. And best of all, buying fresh from Florida is a great way to support local farmers and jobs in our communities. You can find locally grown Florida blueberries in stores now. Just look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo or ask for Fresh from Florida where you shop.
At Sunbelt Rentals, tools rule. They also clean and cut, chip and chop. They construct and destruct, help you climb up high and dig down deep. We rent tools that do so much for those with so much to do. The right size tools for your size jobs, and the expertise to help you rent the perfect one every single time. So next time you need a tool that nails, screws, paints, or polishes, rent in-store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing in me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new place. Nothing is everything.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Ocean Bank is coming to Orlando. So we decided to bring you a break from the commercial break. Take this time to dream about how you would grow your business with Ocean Bank. Visit us at oceanbank.com. Ocean Bank. Member FDIC.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Hurry in during Ram Truck Month and discover what it truly means to drive a truck that's built to serve. Ram Truck Month, going on now. And now, finance and get $7,480 in total values on the 2023 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. Don't miss this great offer. See your local Ram dealer today. Total values include combined cash allowance and $2,980 Bighorn Level 2 package value. Financing for well-qualified buyers through Chrysler Capital. Not all buyers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 5/1/2023.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, FUN. F-U-N, FUN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Appreciate it. If you miss any of the show, go over to thenewsjunkie.com and subscribe to the podcast. You'll get the whole show every single day. This is one of the craziest stories. I grew up knowing this story, but you guys probably never heard of it as far as I'm aware.
Oh, how cool are you?
I know. I was kind of in on this a little early because it happened in an area called Wellington that probably has not been visited by either of you, I'm guessing.
What? I summer there every year.
I seriously doubt this, but maybe you are aware of this story.
I fall there.
During the summer. the story started back in 1990, and it was always this big like mystery thing that everybody in the area knew about, but it could be a movie for anybody else. And this is seriously what happened. The case just wrapped up as of today, but this is what happened back in 1990 on May 26th, which is my birthday, strangely enough. Wasn't me. I was only 9 at the time, so I was not responsible for this.
Mm-hmm.
But on that date, May 26, 1990, there was a woman named Marlene Warren, and she was hanging out at her Wellington home. And there was a ring at the doorbell. And she answers the front door, and there she sees a clown. And the clown has 2 balloons in one hand, and I think a bouquet of flowers in maybe even the same hand. Holding the bouquet of flowers and the balloon in one hand. And they said Marlene answers the door, sees this clown with the balloons and the flowers, and then grabs the stuff and goes to hand it inside. Thinks it's like Oh, somebody sent over a clown for whatever reason. She was eating breakfast when this happened, and she said, oh, how nice is this? It was at that time the clown pulled out a gun and shot Marlene in the face. The clown then calmly walked back to a white Chrysler LeBaron in which she had arrived and drove away, and this woman died at the hospital where I was born, Palms West Hospital, 2 days later. I wasn't born there. My brother was born there, rather. I was born in Vermont. But this woman ends up dying, and they're like, we don't have much to go on. We have a Chrysler LeBaron, and there was a clown, full face paint, the whole damn thing.
2 balloons.
And 2 balloons and some flowers. And then when she took the balloons and flowers and said, oh, how nice, this damn clown pulls out a gun and shoots this lady right in the face and kills her. And since 1990, they've been trying to figure out who did it.
And then hit the little whamble, whamble.
I hope so. Some kind of clown trick after that just to drive the point home. Well, lots of time goes by. Decades and decades and decades goes by. And all of a sudden they said, we are opening up this cold case. And they charged a woman named Sheila Keene Warren. They believe that she was with a man who was married to this woman that was killed by the clown. And they said she changed her plea to guilty as of this week, and they have finally wrapped up this weird killer clown case that has been just over the neighborhood of Wellington for a very long time. And it's so strange. And they said, strangely enough, even more strange, she's been in jail waiting for this case for 2,039 days, which is something else. And they also said she's only going to be in for another 10 months. So her attorney says she's not really guilty, but she's over it. And she's just going to enter a guilty plea so that she gets out in 10 months when she was facing life at some point in time. Here's WPTV talking about this.
Cold case murder in Wellington, the killer clown case, which earned national notoriety, has come to a close after a last-minute plea deal. Suspect Sheila Keene Warren, arrested in 2017 for the 1990 killing, now agreeing to a plea deal, a guilty plea to second-degree murder.
That's crazy, though. She was arrested in 2017, and just now they wrapped this case up. They hadn't even done the trial or anything.
She's just been sitting in jail for 5+ years.
Yeah, she's just been hanging out, and that's why, because of the sentence she got, which is 12 years in jail, she's going to get all the credit for time served, and then she's going to be able to get off, they think, in 10 months.
Says gives her the prospect of freedom in a few years' time.
A few years, 10 months. Her attorney says 10 months.
With more. Chris?
That's right.
Hi, Michael. You know this is a pretty notorious case, as you mentioned. I spoke with not only...
I wasn't expecting his voice.
I didn't expect that. It sounds like somebody pretending to be me.
Hi, Michael.
I was expecting to be like, hey, what's going on? I'm outside the courthouse right now.
We've been out here all day, Michael.
Yeah, he had a different voice than I expected.
But also the defense team today. And Greg Rosenfeld, the defense team leader, said that, in his words, he's thrilled that this came to this head today. At one point, he says
he sounds like Dave Chappelle doing his impression of a white guy.
He does, kind of. And then he's just like I'm sorry, Chris Gilmore. You're doing a great job other than that.
Case. Now he says that his client, Sheila Keene Warren, is facing a much shorter, lenient sentence. Now, we went on to look into the original not guilty plea due to that 1990 case, the murder of Marlene Warren. It was a switch of events overnight.
They're still doing stuff on Zoom.
That plea today, prosecutors say in 1990, Sheila Keene Warren showed up to kill her then lover's wife, Marlene Warren, at her Wellington home, dressed in a clown costume. Keene Warren, according to prosecutors, shot and killed her before driving away.
That's crazy, man. What a weird story. Finally wrapped up.
Wait. This happened in 1990. They didn't arrest anybody until 2017.
Yep.
Did they know that there was an affair going on?
I don't know what they knew at what point in time, but for so long people would talk about it. And people around the neighborhood would talk about the story, like, remember the clown killing? But they didn't have enough to go on.
Does this story have anything to do with people's irrational fear of clowns?
I don't know. It didn't help.
Is it more like horror films and stuff where they take a clown and make it murderous and horrible?
I think some of the horror films might have been based off of stuff like this.
Well, yeah.
You actually have somebody taking a clown and making it this scary thing that they're trying to, deal with, and in this case, actually attached to a murder. Let's go to you. Let's see if you're murdering these dispatches. And you can do that yourself over at thenewsjunkie.com. The grounds guy said C-Lane's test is flawed. Let's see what he says here.
All right, C-Lane. I agree with you that dime-sized hail is not going to do much damage, if any damage at all. But your scientific thing with Sean, having him throw a dime against a windshield, really? Sean of all people? Will it even reach the windshield? Will it, ding the front bumper? Probably.
I'll have you know.
Anyway.
Listen, sir.
This is one of those situations you see where Sean reads the description and he sees C-Lane's test is flawed. Ooh, and then Mr. Burns his hands together. Well, I better play this dispatch because it's going to be a knock at C-Lane. And as it turns out, you're the one in the crosshairs.
It may have been a bit of a backfire, yes. But, grounds guys, you're wrong. I could throw like a champion. I have to throw the ball to get the dogs all tired at the end of the night. I go into the hallway. We've got like a long hallway. And I go into it, and I take...
All right, dogs, time to play hall ball.
That's what we do. And I keep score to who gets the ball each time and stuff.
Who usually wins?
Lady wins at the beginning, and then Elvis starts getting mad and shoves his big-ass tank body, and like he just bodies her against the wall and gets the ball that way. He's a little bit of a cheater. But I throw the ball all night long, and then when I was... last night when I was doing it, I was like, oh, I don't have as good of a throw. So I started to actually work on it. I'm in Nolan Ryan territory right now.
Oh,
you know, I can't name a newer pitcher than that, but I'm in Nolan Ryan territory. I'm just beaning it down there. Here is Bloodmouth. This is his best radio summer ever. Hello?
You guys are killing it with the commercials these days. Now you're advertising for fishing.
Yeah.
Fishing is advertising on your station.
Uh-huh.
Florida is asking you to get a license to go, but just fishing. I love it. Blueberries, fishing, corn, tomatoes. This is the best radio.
Oh, he died.
The agriculture department got him.
They took him out at the end. Yeah, we're big over here. So when they want to get to a big, giant, active audience, where do they come? Whether they're the tomato people, or the fishing people, blueberry people, they come to us. Everybody else gets more specific stuff. We get the
lawyers.
Big, oh God, this particular attorney or whatever. No, this is all of fishing. Fishing as a whole is advertised. It's like we wouldn't get the NFL here. We would get a football commercial, and they would say, "Play football." And then we would make all the monies. They got big money over there. So we'll take all the cash they throw at us. Here is Doo-Doo Brown with the dispatch. It says, greetings from Doo-Doo Brown.
How do you do the doo-doo that you do? Doo-Doo Brown.
Regretting hit and play on that one, but I did it anyways. One more, I think. Yeah, just last one. Here is Texas for Life.
What up, junkies? C-Lane. Congratulations, man. Listen to the podcast. You're expecting your first child.
First?
That's exciting.
Is there going to be a bunch of these?
I know, because my wife and I are expecting our...
I thought when you said first, that you knew something that I didn't.
I thought that too.
I was like, where's this going?
No, I'm not saying like Nick Cannon. I'm saying like, will you be Nick Cannon after this?
No, it's definitely not a Nick Cannon situation.
Oh, I would love to watch a reality show with C-Lane and his wife and like an army of kids, like maybe 10 or something. And all the exploits that you get into. And it shows C-Lane fathering the kids, and then he gets a little bit frustrated, so he sneaks away and has a Bloody Mary in the bathroom or something, and then right back to daddy work.
Daddy's having his bathroom bloody.
Leave him alone while he's in there. You know how he is.
Mommy has that too. It's different.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, there was a huge fan who decided to climb up to the top of a television tower in Hollywood.
I feel bad. Texas for Life is about to tell us that he is also.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry.
Let me go back to first child in November. So yes, I can completely relate. I'm so happy for you and your wife. Wishing y'all all the best. And Can you pick me for Fritz on the street?
Oh,
good luck. Thanks. See y'all.
Nice move. And now he's probably like, oh, thank God. C-Lane told him to, I'll pick him for Texas.
I'm glad you said that because I do that all the time, and it's just brutal. We take like one sentence, and then we go off on a tangent and leave the guy just, but I had something to say.
Well, congratulations to Texas for Life. November is also when my expected date is.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, yeah?
So we're going to have babies around the same time.
Have you guys honed in on a name just yet or no?
No.
Is Sean in the mix?
We have thrown out a lot of terrible names.
Yeah. Oh, of course it matters, what sex the baby's going to be. You got to figure that out, which is coming up
it can be
soon.
Josh either way.
That's true. You could go Josh with a female. It's not done often. It's an advanced move, but if you could pull it off, you got something going.
I like it.
Just keep Sean in the mix. Just think about it a little bit. Oh, man. All Day Yuckers says Octolane. Could you imagine if they peered in there again and they were like, C-Lane, and your wife, the doctor, goes, hey, there's more than one baby in here. There's 8 of these damn things.
There's only one. I've seen it.
Well, I mean, it's multiplied since then.
I don't think that's when it happened.
It's split into a couple more.
It has not.
Now there's a little powwow.
Mitosis or whatever.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
That's how twins work, right? The baby grows. Once it gets big enough, it focuses real hard, and then poof, another baby pops in there.
Off. Mitochondria is a powerhouse.
Yeah, that's how the science works. It's just like gremlins. Okay, now when we come back, a fan to the top of a TV studio tower in Hollywood. For what reason? You'll find out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hi, everybody. Jamie King here, Fox 35 Storm Center. It is Wednesday. Look for a day-to-day of increasing clouds across central Florida and some mighty strong storms possible. Again, mainly for the afternoon. Chance of 60%. Possible large hail today. Heavy rain and gusty winds. It's a Fox 35 weather impact day to address the threats for the afternoon. Partly cloudy. Showers and storms ease by the overnight hours. 67 degrees. Rain chance 20%. For Fox 35, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Do keep it here for the absolute latest. Take care.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto Insurance.
Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you could stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote today at directauto.com. Savings vary, terms apply. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
In this week's Marketers Report, Raja Rajamanar, Chief Marketing and Communications Officer of MasterCard, talks about measurement.
Measuring sonic and sonic branding, the principles of measurement are the same, but the parameters that you measure are different. We measure, and what we find is our investment is paying for itself in oodles.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Spring has sprung and it's full tilt boogie time at GiveMeTheVin.com. I'm overpaying for cars because I think they're going to go up even higher from where they are right now. We'll pay off your payoff. We'll pick your stuff up. We'll quote you quick and easy at GiveMeTheVin.com. America's best car buyer. Go there right now, and if I don't beat a CarMax offer, I'll send you a check for $100.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing in me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new place.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
It's off the bar! McGuire! Heads
It's home! The LA Galaxy make their first trip to the City Beautiful since 2019, taking on Orlando City this Saturday, April 29th at 7:30 p.m., presented by Walt Disney World. Experience it live by getting your tickets now at orlandocitysc.com/tickets. What's a Walt Disney thrill feel like? There's only one way to know. Go. Come experience an amazing collection of thrill soaring, roaring, and blasting throughout all 4 Walt Disney World theme parks. For more information, visit disneyworld.com/thrills.
Orlando's best comedy room is safely open. The Orlando Improv welcomes Gabriel Iglesias on April 28th and April 29th.
Wow, thank you. Man, where were you guys when I was in court?
Tickets and showtimes online at theimprovorlando.com. Above all, come for the comedy. We could all use a laugh. The Improv is hiring for all evening positions: line cook, cocktail server, and waitstaff, food runners, and dishwashers. We cater to top talent and the best locals in the Central Florida area. Please call us at 407-480-5233 or email for open interviews.
If you love Florida and you love fun, then might I suggest you pick up a rod and reel and go fishing. Because here in the Sunshine State, fishing, fun, and Florida just go together. And you know what else goes with fishing, fun, and Florida? I'll give you a hint. It starts with an L. That's right, a license. Getting your fishing license opens up a whole lot of fun and new memories, and it's never been easier to get one. Just visit fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com to order yours. And before you know it, you'll be more relaxed than you can even imagine. Casting your line in your local fishing hole, propping your feet up in that rental rowboat, and of course, catching the big one. So go to fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com. Then plan your escape, because fishing is a great way to connect with family, friends, and of course, nature. Your fishing license is just a few clicks away. Order yours today at fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com and enjoy all the fishing, fun, and Florida you deserve.
Listening to this station on your free iHeartRadio app could put $5,000 in your pocket.
No way, are you kidding me?
Open your app and search the station to be instantly qualified for the cash.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all the music, radio, and podcasts you love.
Do bank closures, inflation rate hikes, and the roller coaster of the market frighten you as much as it does me? You need to call Oxford Gold. Securing your IRA or 401k with real gold and silver is a portfolio protection plan, and Oxford Gold has made it as easy as 1, 2, 3. One app, one call, and you pick the precious metals. That's it. You now own real precious metals. Call Oxford Gold today and learn more about the 1, 2, 3 protection plan at 833-404-GOLD. That's 833-404-GOLD.
If it's possible to have too much pepperoni on one pizza, then Marco's Pepperoni Magnifico pushes the limit deliciously. Order one today at marcos.com. Marco's. Pizza lovers get it.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Wassey's Meat Market for the lowest price on a big green egg.
Winning Wednesdays happen every Wednesday on our Instagram page at Real Radio 1041 with a new prize available every Wednesday. Real Radio 1041 on Instagram is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Jonah, it's the beard. You know, I could see it a little bit.
You're welcome for me saving Kanye.
Yeah, you did it. Congratulations.
I did it.
Nobody else could do it, but you came out and did it.
21 Jump Street, baby.
That's all it took after all this time. We're going to go to this person who was hanging out on the top of a TV studio tower, climbed the thing for a strange cause. I'll tell you what was on the sign that they had with them in just a moment. But one of the things that Courtney and I were talking about last night, I was like, why does this happen? Is there like some weird strategic reason for this that I do not know? We had somebody, I think, who was next to us not too long ago, and they were talking about going to some Trader Joe's. And they're like, yeah, we went to Trader Joe's, tried to get this, this, and this. And they said there wasn't a single spot in the parking lot. And I thought, when I heard it, Courtney and I started talking, I'm like, every Trader Joe's I've ever been to has a terrible parking lot. And I go, why is this the case?
By design.
Why are they designing a place with a parking lot that is consistently
too small.
When you say every Trader Joe's you've ever been to, how many Trader Joe's have you been to?
Probably 4.
I've only been to one.
Did it have a small parking lot?
It's one that people complain about.
I know the one you're
often.
talking about,
Yeah.
where there's a restaurant right next to it.
Everything is right next to it. There's so much stuff around this place. Now, Josh says by design. Maybe they're doing a thing where if they have a small parking lot, people will think that they're very much in demand.
Yeah, look how popular it is.
You know, it's like when Elvis's manager, the captain, would book him at small clubs, so there'd be a line around the door.
Right.
The headline is, Elvis sold out, so many people can't get in.
Yeah.
But it could just be that was what was available for a Trader Joe's
but all
location.
of them, all the ones that I see, they're always like this. You go to the
Or
Trader
maybe they're
Joe's,
just that good.
and then you go to the parking lot is like 30 cars or something, which is not enough for a grocery store.
Let's get a Trader Joe's that has a parking garage and see if anybody keeps bitching.
Well, this is Bootsy Moonshine chimes in a Discord, and this is what I keep hearing. Bootsy Moonshine says, I've heard that is truly a part of their business model. Why? Why would it ever be a part of your business model? Hey, we're going to build a place, and then we're going to make the parking lot so small that it infuriates anybody who tries to go get the $3 chuck or whatever the hell it is.
Because when it fills up and you're driving by, you're like, oh, that has to be a really good store if there's so many people there.
See, my brain works the other way. Whenever I see
you have a dumb brain.
My potato brain over here works a different way. I see a full-ass place with no parking, and I go, nope,
not gonna go there.
Not going to do that. I
agree.
You go to like a Publix or a Food Lion or any of these big, giant grocery stores, they have a parking lot so big, sometimes it takes you 15 minutes to walk to the store.
Sometimes I forget you grew up poor, and then I hear things like Food Lion.
Oh, Winn-Dixie was the one, man. Winn-Dixie.
Beef People.
Yeah, we went to the Beef People place. Always dented cans, lights flickering in the background.
Microsoft is down 3 points.
On the other hand, perfect parking lot. Huge, massive parking lot. Never had a problem
all the trailers
with this.
could pull up.
I don't know why this is the case. Over on Twitch, I was banned for a joke says, C-Lane is giving Sean the look. You don't go to grocery stores and do grocery shopping look. Well, I go every once in a while, or I go near them. I don't necessarily do the grocery shopping. And every time I'm at one of the Trader Joe's, I agree with the person that I heard at the bar. They were like, it's so annoying. I can't ever get a parking spot.
I only know of one Trader Joe's, I think.
I don't know how many are around here. They're all over the country, though. So it's got to be like this
Sean the
everywhere.
Traveler, he's been to Trader Joe's all over this world.
It'll be like, did you ever see the YouTuber? There's a great YouTube video, Eddie Burback, I think. Eddie Burback, the YouTuber, went to every what's the name of the restaurant? It's all like jungle themed and
Rainforest Cafe.
He went to every Rainforest Cafe in the United States of America.
How many are there?
There must have been 15, 18. There was a bunch of them, and he goes to every single location. And you see how some of them were like very beautiful and nice, and then some of them were like in a strip mall, and it was really not nearly A tier.
Well, right now, according to Wikipedia, there are 23 restaurants.
He went to one in Canada too, I think. So like this guy was going to all of these places, and then by the end he was incredibly sad.
What? Of course, you just wasted a bunch of time going to every Rainforest Cafe. What were you expecting?
He got millions of views, so you get that working for you, but maybe the rest of it not so much. You know what? We got to get to this thing. Here's the story I was talking about. This is the person who climbed the tower for a television station called KTLA in Hollywood.
We know that station.
And yeah, he climbs up this television station's tower, and he had a sign with him. I'm going to mute this because I don't know what the person says that films this. But he climbs up to the top. It says currently happening on Sunset. And he has a sign with him. And the sign says, among other things, I'll bring up the sign here momentarily because I think it says something about like the Illuminati and this and that. But it said, free Billie Eilish. And when I saw that, I was like, is Billie Eilish in need of freeing? Is there something that I'm not aware of that is happening with Billie Eilish? Because this guy seems to be very upset about this. Let me see if I can find the sign. Right there. That side, there's one side of the sign that says free Billie Eilish, spelled correctly and everything, which is rare for these wackos who climb up these towers. I don't want any porn to show up. So go, take away the laptop until I can see it. The other side, I think, said like Illuminati, 5G. It was just a smorgasbord of all sorts of other conspiracy theories. So I hope she's okay out there. This guy is safely down from the tower, just for the record. But I did not know that Billie Eilish needed a little freeing.
Do they have to shut down the tower if something like that happens?
I don't know.
Is that the tower that's broadcasting their signal?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it is.
Isn't that a lot of radiation?
It can't be good for you.
It's a little bit of
I don't
radiation.
think it's great for you.
It's a little cancer stage.
Putting off something that I don't want to be
Tell
near.
mom I'm getting a little cancer.
Steve on YouTube says Billie Eilish is doing just fine. I thought so too. I didn't know there was any kind of problem
Free
with
her.
this. Efresh
You need
Rocks.
to free that brother of hers. He is so tied to that.
Yeah, but he's making money right now. Efresh Rocks on Twitch says Rainforest Cafe is yuck. He tried all of these menu items, and then each time he would painstakingly go through how many calories were in them, and it was a doozy, man. Quite a bit. There is something that I saw today in a story that really surprises me, actually. If you look at younger people below 18, you probably say they're the most likely to play video games, right? A lot of people in that demographic, 18 and under, playing video games.
Sure.
Or if not, maybe like 18 to 35 or something.
Ooh, that's me.
Demographic like that. And you play video games.
Boy, do I.
And that's a totally normal thing for people to do in that age range.
What would you assume under 18 just because video games seem like a kid thing?
I think a lot of kids play video games, and the other thing is I think maybe kids might have more free time to play the video games. I'm
the
not
free
sure.
time thing is definitely a factor, but I think that in the 18 to 35 realm, especially on the lower end of that scale, the lower single unmarried end of that scale, you have some of the free time still, but you also now have the funds.
You have the money
to play the video
to
games.
buy a PlayStation or buy a PC set up and then get the video games. Well, there's one group that's stepping up and they say, we are underrepresented here, and you should remember that we're out there. And they said that of Americans age 50 or over, these are people above the age of 50, 45% of them play video games at least once a month. And when I saw that, I was like, that's super surprising to me. I don't know what they're considering a video game. I don't know if like an app game on your phone.
Like Candy Crush?
Yeah, to me, that's not a video game.
No, I agree.
It's like a game. It's just a phone game or whatever. I'm talking like consoles or PCs or, playing a game off of Steam. You're actually playing a video game. But they said older gamers invest an average of 12 hours per week and spend $49 every 6 months on gaming, which could lead to $2.5 billion in biannual spending. And they're pissed off, they say, because they don't feel like they're being represented. They don't feel like people are making games for folks over the age of 50. To that I say,
what would be the game?
What is the game that you want to play?
I mean,
shuffleboard for PlayStation.
They already made that pressure washing game.
I've been playing that a lot.
The pressure washing
It's really
game,
fun.
I stand by the fact that I don't understand why people do that, but you wouldn't get out in your front yard, Josh, and start pressure washing for fun.
No, I would. It's just not as fun.
It's more labor inducing.
I cleaned a whole Ferris wheel the other day.
You cleaned a fake Ferris wheel the other day, is what you did.
If you want to think of it that way.
Did you pay money for this game?
No.
Oh, it's free.
Did you have to climb the fake Ferris wheel, or did it just keep turning and you just pressure wash it as it turned?
You can turn it on and off and
Yeah, you
spray
move
it down.
move it to the next one.
It's a whole, it's very dynamic
I don't
game.
get it. There's Lawnmower Simulator too.
That one's also fun.
I don't understand it. Why people want to play these simulator games. Maybe that's what people over 50 are playing. Maybe they want the simulator games.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what it is they're up to over there. But see, the only video games that actually draw me in are ones that are really fun. Like for a while, I don't like to play. I like to watch people play. I know it sounds weird, but I do. And Courtney was playing a game for a little while, and I loved watching her play the game on the Nintendo Switch. But she stopped playing it. She said she was too scared. It was a scary game for her.
Oh, I thought it was Animal Crossing.
No, it wasn't Animal Crossing. She played that for a while.
Yeah,
and
we visited each other.
She's big on The Sims. She's obsessed with The Sims. She loves that game. She doesn't play it anymore, but she loves it. But the game she was playing was Luigi's Haunted Mansion.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a great game.
That one's fun.
She got scared?
She got scared. There would be like little jump scares. She'd be like, ah! And it'd be, oh, my God. If this is too scary for you, I don't know how to help you here.
Someone on the texting service says, I'm 50 years old and you should see my Steam account.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't
Yeah, what games are you playing? That's what I want to know.
I want to know what they prefer. If they feel underrepresented, what is a game that is going to cater to 50 and over?
Yeah, what is that? I don't know what that would be. Steven on YouTube says, I'm 56 and I love my Xbox One X. I use Game Pass and stream all my stuff, but I still love Forza Horizon Motor Series. I think it's a driving game.
Yeah.
And Halo and everything else. One thing that I keep seeing over and over, have you seen these guys that play the truck driver simulator game?
Oh, yeah.
No.
And I saw a guy, I kid you not, this was real. It was in a TikTok, but it was still real. This guy says, I'm on break from my job. And he's in his semi, and he brings his semi to a halt, puts it in park or whatever he does. And he goes, time to have some fun on my break. And he fires up the computer that's in the front of his semi, and he starts playing semi-truck simulator game. When he's not driving the semi-truck, he's playing the semi-truck simulator game.
That's insane.
Right next to it.
Yeah, I don't love that.
But we've heard pilots do this too. Remember, there was like pilots who they fly for a living, and then they go home and they play the simulator game.
Yeah, I don't get that when you do it for a living. But I do know that there are people with first of all, the latest iteration of Microsoft Flight Simulator. I know that there's a competitor that might be pretty decent, but the latest Microsoft Flight Simulator is beautiful.
It's insane.
The graphics are
It looks
insane.
real.
It looks real. It is very interactive. It's got
And you're flying over real stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen a bunch of YouTube videos where they're like, we land in this stadium. They've landed in every stadium.
Right.
So don't start that YouTube channel
I'm
anymore.
going to download it right now.
But no, people do this thing, and it's much like the truck driver thing. And I don't know if the truck driver thing is multiplayer over the internet, where it's a life sim, basically.
Yeah.
And so there are people that fly around on Flight Simulator, and then there are other people online that fly with them, or
Like passengers?
or they fly
Just
near them
together in the sky.
They fly together in the sky.
Like, hey, let's go visit Epstein's Island.
They wave at
today.
each other.
And then there are people who sit in the air traffic control tower and relay to the fake pilots their fake air traffic control.
Go get a real
directions.
job. I don't want to be an old man here. Go out in the real world, touch the grass, and get a real job. There's people who do that on Grand Theft Auto too.
Yeah.
Who play
the role-playing servers.
They'll work
yeah,
at
we
like,
know one of those guys.
They'll work at like a car mechanics place, and they'll be like they do it every day like an actual job. Quick break. When we come back, we got your dispatches all lined up.
And we got to take a break so I can figure out who Josh is talking about.
How to hack the Uber Eats app. We're going to get to that in a bit as well.
I'm hungry.
And it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your shot at $1,000 is next. Brought to you locally by Mills Air. If you want a shot at $5,000, make sure you're listening to us on our free iHeartRadio app.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
If I-4 is a part of your travels this morning, you can expect delays heading eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429. Authorities are clearing up an accident on I-4 eastbound before Colonial Drive. Heading westbound on I-4, there's congestion approaching the beach line and before State Road 535. You can expect delays on I-4 westbound between Parr Street and Colonial Drive. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Shoppers, this is your local sweet corn farmer letting you know that Florida sweet corn is in season. Ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com. And happy eating.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
Real Radio wants to give you tacos for talkbacks. We've teamed up with Tijuana Flats to give away $25 in Tijuana Flats cash. All you have to do is use the Real Radio Talkback feature on our free iHeartRadio app. And it doesn't matter what you send because all talkbacks will be entered for the $25 Tijuana Flats cash. We'll draw multiple winners each Friday, so you can check out the 2 for $20 weekends every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Tijuana Flats for a limited time, where you get 2 entrees, 2 drinks, and appetizers for just $20 every weekend at Tijuana Flats for a limited time. Use the Real Radio Talkback on the iHeartRadio app now for your chance to win $25 in Flats cash to try 2 for $20 weekends only at Tijuana Flats.
You can reduce wildfire impact and spread by preparing your home and yard today. Get a wildfire prevention checklist at BeWildfireReadyFL.com. Cleaning your gutters, trimming back foliage, and creating defensible space can create a buffer to limit the spread of wildfire. Visit BeWildfireReadyFL.com to learn more about preventing and preparing for wildfire in your community, yard, and home. Build an emergency supply kit with BeWildfireReadyFL.com. Are you wildfire ready?
Could you use monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet? Find out about Supplemental Security Income. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you're 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI. Produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Jersey Mike's freshly slices the meat and cheese for your sub right in front of you. It's a work of art. Think Michelangelo's David. But honestly, David, if I have to wear a shirt and shoes, you could put on some pants. At least my Italian sub is perfectly dressed. Secondly, David is 522 years old, but Jersey Mike's subs are freshly sliced every time, brand new. It's an inspiration to hungry, pants-wearing people everywhere. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Spring into savings with our inventory at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Get behind the wheel of your new Nissan, like the Altima, Rogue, or Titan. Buy today and make no payments for 6 months. Plus, trade in your old car for $5,000 over book value. Click OrlandoNissan.com.
With approved credit, interest accrues from time of delivery.
It happens in a matter of seconds, but the aftermath can last a lifetime. Car crash, slip and fall. There's only one Mo you should call. The Mo you know. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Get ready to roll through McDonald's with the crew. Free of those cup holders. Because any size, any flavor is the vibe, and you're getting all the drinks. Make it a tasty frozen Coke, a fun frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, a cool frozen Sprite Limonade, a delicious Southern-style sweet tea, or a bold McCafe iced coffee. So many flavors. Any size is just $1.99. There are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, and Limonade are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
When we made our McDonald's Spicy Chicken McNuggets, you were praise hands emoji. Then we ran out, and you were streaming tears emoji. Now they're back, so you can be grinning face with sweat emoji. Order ahead on the McDonald's app.
But they're only back for a limited time, so make like a lightning emoji and get yours fast. Order ahead on the app and get 30% off when you spend $5 or more using mobile order and pay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid 4/1/23 through 4/30/23 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Limited time only. Excludes tax.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-670-8526 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-670-8526. That's 800-670-8526. What do you have to lose? Call 800-670-8526. Again, 800-670-8526.
The podcast Let's Talk About Myths, Baby, retells stories from Greek and Roman mythology, from gods and goddesses to heroes and monsters. Explore the weird and often awful things the ancient deities were up to.
When it comes to Melanoi, people want to take this idea of the romance of Hades and Persephone to a happy ever after.
Listen to Let's Talk About Myths, Baby, on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you breaking news from the state of Florida. It's blueberry season! Fresh from Florida has the ripe, sweet blueberries you've been craving for cobblers, pancakes, and all your favorite homemade recipes. And best of all, buying fresh from Florida is a great way to support local farmers and jobs in our communities. You can find locally grown Florida blueberries in stores now. Just look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo or ask for Fresh from Florida where you shop.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Dispatches are on the way. It's real easy to join us on the show. You go over to thenewsjunkie.com, and on your laptop, your phone, whatever you want to use, you can record a dispatch. So go do that and join us for the first time. We'd love to hear from you. Got Fritz on the street coming up in about an hour on the show. Our friend Fritz will join us here in the studio, and that should be fun as well. Eric, speaking of the last segment, talking about these simulator games that are out there, and people over 50 saying, hey, we deserve to be represented in these video games. We're wondering, like, what do you want? What are they looking for? Eric says, I play Radio Host Simulator, which I think is just a podcast, right? That's just like, you get the little get together and you do a podcast, and then you go, this is going to be great, and then you look at the stats and you go, all right, I'm done with this for now. Unless you're really, really good. And some of you are. I've heard some of your podcasts out there. I want to tell you how to hack Uber. If you're somebody who's working for them, you probably already know this. But if you're thinking about it, this is the way to do it, because they talked to this guy, Jay. He just goes by Jay. And he's an Uber Eats driver and a DoorDash driver. Weird thing. Didn't know you could do this. Maybe you guys did. He delivers DoorDash and Uber Eats on his bicycle.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, I have a couple times seen, like, when I order an Uber Eats, it'll say, hey, Heather is arriving on her bicycle.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that's the case. Other times I feel like it's still a car.
Is it a way to try to make you feel bad and give them a bigger tip? Like, oh, man, this person's on a bicycle.
I ordered IHOP one time, and the guy rode all the way from there to my house, which was like 3 miles or something.
My God. See, then you want to tip him more.
Well, the food was cold when he got to me, so
yeah, well, so nothing.
Get a car, bro.
Get nothing.
Or a moped.
Well, this guy, Jay, says he has hacked the system. He knows how to get the absolute most money out of this. And I would say to him, Jay, if you really hacked the system, you probably wouldn't be on your bicycle anymore. You probably would have purchased a vehicle, and you've been using that.
Well, part of the hack is he doesn't pay for gas or insurance.
Maybe. That could be true. He said what he does is he declines about 75% of the orders that come through, which I don't know how it works. I think you have to, like, accept the order, and then when you see what the order is, then he declines it at that point, which happens to us every once in a blue moon. Like, somebody will accept the order.
See where the order is?
I don't know how it looks from the perspective of the person who works for Uber Eats. You did this one time, didn't you?
Yeah, so it doesn't tell you. It gives you, like, a general idea, if I remember correctly, where it is, because it's within, like, a certain mileage of where you are.
Okay.
But it'll tell you, like, what the fare is on it. The same way it works for regular Uber. It tells you, like, what you'll make off that delivery.
So basically it says, here's an opportunity to make this much money. We're not going to give you any more info about it.
Yeah.
Do you want it or not? And then if you take it, then it gives you some more information. Like, here's where you're going and here's what you're picking up. But if you hit that you want to accept it, can you then cancel it from there, or does that affect you in some sort of negative way?
You can, but I think they start throttling your account after a certain amount of cancellation.
Because this guy's saying, I think that's what he's saying he does. He says he declines 75% of orders, and he just hangs out in rich neighborhoods. So he knows, like, a couple of restaurants, and they're in wealthy neighborhoods. He sits there, waits, the order comes through, he grabs it, and then he hauls ass to the place, and he's got it maximized. He said he's making about $40 an hour doing this, which I got to think there's somebody making more than that using the DoorDash or Uber Eats apps. But this is the way he says he does it. I'm not doing this to gamble. I'm doing this to make money. So I'm not really interested in playing the game of, maybe I'll do this person's delivery for a guaranteed $2.50. Maybe it might be more. He said, I don't play that game. And
homie don't play like that.
He's killing it out there. He also shares his delivery experiences with 148,000 followers on TikTok. So maybe he's making some coin off of that one, too. Before we hear from you, I'm always so interested in the life experiences of others, people who are in unique experiences, and this is absolutely one of those. They're not the country girls, in case you hear this and think that. It's a brand new Instagram famous conjoined twins set.
Ooh.
I think is how you say.
Aren't the country ones racist?
Oh, did they go? They went in that direction?
I thought there was like or maybe they're not conjoined. Maybe they're just like, I was just thinking of like a really like white twin family that was like kind of like Nazi.
I don't know. It could have been. I know that there is the twins that we've played before on the show because they're conjoined twins and they sing in a country band together, which is so hilarious to me for some reason. And like I imagine one of the people being interested in quitting the band and the struggles that would come with that, and it's just tough. It's a wild life to live as a conjoined twin. And they said these are 22-year-old conjoined twin sisters who are attached at the torso. They share a reproductive system, and they're opening up about their dating lives. They said one sibling found love with a boyfriend of 2 years. The other one is asexual, which kind of handy. I guess
it works.
I'm not trying to be crude here. I'm just trying to be real with you. I still think if you got a guy who's dating conjoined twins, I mean, there's no weirder experience, I don't think, while having sex. If you're just, there's another head there.
You think it's like a fetish thing?
I don't know if it's a fetish. I think it takes a particular person to be able to be in a relationship like that. They say 22-year-old conjoined twin sisters who are attached to the torso and share a reproductive system are talking about their lives. Carmen and Lupita Andrade moved to the U.S. from Mexico. They now live in Connecticut, and they've talked about their lives. Here they are right here. Okay, you see them. I mean, it must be hard to get clothing and stuff, obviously, because they got it's a skirt on the bottom half of the body, but it's really two torsos coming out of the top, and they've got some custom thing that makes it look...
Yeah, the top is the custom part.
Yeah.
They just have one set of legs.
Yeah, there's one set of legs coming down, and they're, both them have a top half. I don't know if they both have two arms because I can't really see that.
It looks like the one on the left has an arm going back behind.
Let's see. Okay, they keep positioning themselves kind of strangely in these photos. I have to tell you, if you just saw them from the waist up, like if they were at a bar that went up to their waist, you'd just be like, oh, this is two girls just hanging out here, and you wouldn't know. And then they walked away, and it would blow your mind, rock your world a little bit. So they're out there doing their thing, and on Instagram, when you got a gimmick like this, it's going to blow up for you. So you can look them up if you want to. I sent them an interview request. Maybe they'll join us. Carmen and Lupita Andrade, Andrade from Connecticut, starting to get some attention out there. Well, let's see what you got going on. Let's see if you have some interesting takes here for us over on your dispatches. They are coming in rapid fire today, and we've got grounds guys chiming in about being over 50 and playing video games. Right,
John and crew, you guys bring up these people are mad because there's no games online for people over 50, and I agree. What the heck did they want? Parcheesi, Baccarat, I don't know. Those all exist
Canasta.
already. I'm 52 years old, and I play Fortnite with my grandkids. Hell, I probably play it more than my grandkids. And as far as the pressure washing simulator game and the lawnmower game, my grandkids and wife have brought those games up to me, and that's just garbage.
Whatever, nerd.
But my wife has played them, and I've watched my grandson, who's 7, play the pressure washing game, but I can't.
It's popular.
So
I don't get it.
Old fogies.
We got real jobs to fill out here in the world. eFresh rocks among many people in chat right now who have questions about the conjoined twin situation. eFresh rock says, wait, if one is asexual, what does she do when the other one is having sex? because they have a shared reproductive system, as I said. So I guess one just chills. And
I think they both feel it.
I don't think that. I don't know.
Wait, don't they share?
I'm just so confused
There's
by
only
how
two
that
legs.
works.
Is there more than? Is there?
Radio Michael 7 said they haven't had sex yet, according to Radio Michael 7. Like they haven't.
he was
How
there.
does he know?
He hangs out with them.
He might be hitting them up. Radio Michael 7 might be in the DMs. These conjoined twins. He's trying to figure this out. Nobody will be able to top that story. It is an interesting question. And the problem is when you run into a unique situation like this, you have so many questions to ask, but all of them seem really rude to ask. But I would be interested in talking to them about many things, many non-sexual things, just about adjusting to life like that as a conjoined twin. It's just tough. It's a whole different type of living. Much more difficult one. Here's the drunken mailman talking about old people playing video
Hey,
games.
boys, how's it going? Good
Right
to hear
into it.
Josh today. Hey, speaking of video games, my parents, who are in their 70s and 80s, play video games all the time. They got the big computer set up. They're on Steam.
Really?
And they're just play away. My dad is a video game freak, even in his 80s. It's weird. But he loves it and, keeps his mind off of, looming death, I guess. He is kind of
God almighty. Very dark. But, it makes sense.
Imagine getting wrecked on Fortnite and it's this guy's 80-year-old dad.
You hear him chime in on the comms channel. He's starting to
Gotcha.
He's trolling you and stuff. I saw somebody on chat earlier. Forgive me, I don't remember who it was.
You punk.
Somebody said that at a lot of assisted living facilities and nursing homes, they encourage the elderly residents to play video games because it wards off dementia and some other problems that they have. I don't know why, but I'm having a hard time to determine if it's the most adorable or most sad thing in the world to picture some 90-something-year-old woman playing like Mario Kart or something. And
I kind of like it.
See, the visual is like she's sitting on a beanbag in front of a TV, and this old lady is playing the video game.
Show, you son of a bitch.
And again, I want her to be on Fortnite and be trash talking people.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want that. That's the best part of it.
Somebody says, I'm a 62-year-old woman, and I play all the Fallout games, Skyrim, Oblivion, Red Dead Redemption 2, Green Hell, The Witcher, and more.
Wow.
Nice.
It's wild.
The person who said that they were that we should see their Steam account. I play Days with a Z, which is
Daisy.
It's called
Daisy?
Daisy.
Daisy. Like Jay-Z.
Multiplayer open world survivor third-person shooter modification. My gosh, that's a mouthful. Rust, Siege, Star Citizen.
Oh, I know
Elite
Rust.
Dangerous, Farming Simulator.
Farming Simulator. What is going on with this
They're
world?
fun games.
Josh, playing these video games where everybody talks with each other. Forgive me. I don't play video games. I watch Twitch and I see that sometimes. Do you ever run into people that you hear when playing the game who are older? Like you hear a voice and you're like, oh, this is like an older person who's playing this game.
I don't play a whole lot of online multiplayer games because I get killed by 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
constantly.
They probably all assume that Josh is older because of his voice.
Yeah,
It could be.
I'm the old guy.
They're like, oh my God, there was this geriatric man playing Fortnite with us the other day.
He's on there like, I'm 30. And they're like, oh my God.
Everyone I hear either sounds like they're close to my age or they're like 20 years younger than me.
Yeah, there's a lot of like you hear the young voices, prepubescent kids throwing the word retard around every 5 seconds, and edgy as you can be, and you go, like it's a weird mix, and it kind of seems like there's not a lot of people in the middle. There's like the Middle Ages aren't accounted for so much, but a lot of people are saying that they're in that position. One more. Here's Florida Cowboy talking about Hall Ball.
Howdy.
Hall Ball, C-Lane. That made me laugh. It made me think back to my college days where we had a huge apartment where we would throw from the kitchen down this hallway a tennis ball. And every once in a while, we had our one roommate who would never want to come hang out with us. He would close his door to study because he was a nerd. So we would just throw that ball back and forth. And then right when we were about ready to go hit the bar, the person that was in front of the door would bail out and whack. That ball would hit his door and he'd get all pissed. And we would just leave and go have beers. So thank you for that wonderful memory. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Now I
You're
want
welcome.
to hear a dispatch with that same memory from the other guy's perspective.
My roommates used to suck.
All I was trying to do was study for school And these assholes kept doing this over
He's
and
like,
over.
hello, News Junkie. This is Jeff Bezos. I'd like to tell you about my college situation.
It drove me to the success that I now have today. Okay, we'll take more of your comments. Go to thenewsjunkie.com, record your first dispatch right now. Actually, we can play one more here, I think. Here's your mother's friend chiming in, and then somebody wants to talk about the conjoined twins.
All right, you little bastards.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for us 40, 50-year-olds, you wouldn't have the video games you have now.
Mhm.
We had to deal with in television the Commodore 64.
Yep.
We had to deal with all the lower bit games for y'all to be able to have the real games that you have now. So you can give us a few games every now and then. Oh, by the way, when I play my Xbox, I'm the first one to troll them little bastards. Yeah, tell your mom I said hi.
Got him.
Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Thank you for your service.
Buddy, you got to load up on better ammunition than that if you're going against these young boys.
Yeah.
They know
Yeah.
how to insult people.
They throw racial slurs
Yes.
haphazardly.
Yeah, like it's nothing. And they have no fear that any of this is going to cancel them.
Sir, hit him with a tell your dad I said hi, and then see how that plays out.
It's much more powerful. I mean, think about that. That's an aggressive move. If you wanted to own somebody and get one over on them, and instead of seducing their mother, you went through the work of seducing their father. It's almost like Cartman's Long Con, where he killed Scott Tenorman's parents
Yeah.
or whatever, and then he served Scott Tenorman chili that was made out of his dead parents.
Yep. And then had Radiohead laugh at him.
And
he's crying like a little baby.
And he's like, I got him. I was like, oh, he might have gone a little far. Here's I Got the Kush, talking about conjoined twins.
I looked up pictures of the conjoined twins, and the first thing that comes to my mind is, won't one of their brains decide what way to walk and how to walk?
I don't know. That's a good question.
And what happens when they get in an argument? Do they slap each other?
I don't know how any of this works, which is why I would love to talk to them. And not as something to like make fun of them or anything, just because the whole thing is interesting.
For that reason, I'm out.
You want to make fun of them? Why are you going to do that? To
No,
these
I'm
lovely
very
ladies?
curious as well.
I'm going to put the photo of these conjoined sisters. Well, I guess that's just implied. Of these conjoined twins. I guess that's also implied. I'm going to put the photo of these two people.
Conjoined people.
I'm going to put the photo of them up on the See It Now section of the website. So if we're talking about something visual and you go to See It Now, you can see what we were discussing. And these two are taken off on social media, and I'll pop that up there right when we go to break. You can join us next with your dispatch, whatever's on your mind, anything you got going on. Let us know, and we'll play you on the show in just a bit. We got the next episode coming up. As I said, Fritz on the Street is on the way. Kurt on YouTube says, I'm with Sean, though. What do they actually want changed? Just older people in the games more targeted in design, or what? We couldn't sort that out. They were just saying, like, we are ignored as a gaming community. I don't even know if that's true, because the games that are made that are very popular, with some exceptions, a lot of them, like first-person shooters, are not made for children, or at least they say they're not made for children. Other games like Harry Potter or something, that's just made for everybody.
Actually, it's Hogwarts Legacy. It predates Harry Potter by about 100 years.
Sorry, that my bad. I apologize. Hogwarts Legacy.
Thank
or
you.
Whatever the hell. Didn't play that one either. I feel like that game fell off after people started beating it. It was like, enough's enough. What am I going to do?
It takes so many hours to get through it. The replayability, I don't think, is there.
Yeah, it's. I think maybe when they open up like the multiplayer thing, it might come back a little bit.
Oh yeah.
When we come back, there's a big convention on the way. This one is a little different than what you're used to. It's a little darker than what you're used to at conventions, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You know you can always text us.
Unless you're driving.
At 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Police activity is blocking the left lane on State Road 408 heading eastbound before mile marker 10A I-4. There's delays heading westbound on State Road 408 due to an accident. Traffic is backed up to ramp from Bumby Avenue. 2 left lanes are blocked. You can expect your regular delays this afternoon on I-4 heading eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center in James, Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Shopping for new blinds? At Blindster, we offer over 50 different blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices, custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Shop at home and order 10 free samples of any product before you buy. Blindster.com.
It's a new year, and that mortgage guy, Don, president of Happy Home Mortgage Brokerage and host of the Home Loans Radio Show, he is here for you. With over 250 five-star Google reviews and 1,100 reviews at Experience.com, it's very safe to say that Don, well, he knows what he's doing. And I can say with full confidence that he is looking out for you. Now, you have to try the newest feature right there at thatmortgageguyDon.com and let him show you the broker difference. You go to the website, click the compare quote button, and upload your quote. He's going to interpret it for you, tell you how much you are actually paying the bank or retail lender for your loan, and let you know if you can get a better deal. Now, I hate to break it to you, but did you know that there are 14 different fees that can show up on any loan estimate? They're going directly to the lender. Do you know how to identify them in your quote? Well, guess who does? That mortgage guy, Don. So get the process started today. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com and compare your quote. Plain and simple, no spam, no hassle, just peace of mind. ThatmortgageguyDon.com.
Could you use some extra help meeting basic needs? Like putting food on the table or paying the rent? Keeping your home warm and the lights on? Buying new shoes for growing feet? Or help with medical needs? Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI, administered by Social Security. It's money you can use to help pay for basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, or medical needs. You could receive monthly SSI payments if your income and financial resources are low and you're 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability, or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to learn more about SSI and start the application process today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. This message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
I'll pay you $100 for last look. When you're doing a deal at a dealership, take a picture of your deal sheet, send it to givemethevin.com. If we can't beat your trade-in offer, I'll send you a check for $100. We do the same thing with CarMax offers. Can't beat a CarMax offer? Send you a check for $100. Worst thing that could happen is you get $100. Best thing that could happen is you get $3,000 more for your car or your trade. We are America's best car buyer for a reason. We'll see you online at givemethevin.com.
Sell us your car. Givemethevin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Speeding in work zones is not a vibe. But seriously, work zone speed limits are there for everyone's safety, including yours. Respect the cone zone by slowing down, putting away your phone, and giving workers a break. Because you know that driving safely is self-care. And we love that for you and our roadway workers. We all deserve to make it home at the end of the day. Let's get everyone home safely, Florida. Brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Your spark is all you need. And let's be real, you don't have time for smoke and mirrors anyway. So ditch all the pretentiousness and the lighter it rode in on with Blue. Blue e-cigs are available in a variety of satisfying flavors and nicotine strengths. Even better, it's odorless. When you're living unlit, you're comfortable being your true you. And no one will mistake ashtray for your signature scent. Blue. Get unlit. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Underage sale prohibited. Blue is a trademark of Font Molding 4BV. Copyright 2022. Fontum US LLC.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better? or create something new. Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask God to come and have fellowship with you. Open yourself to the Holy Spirit and ask Him to minister to you.
Listen to Meditative Prayers on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Best price the first time. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. W-I-N. WIN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
If you miss any of the show, you shouldn't. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com to see all the links for the podcast right there. There's a big convention coming, and it's better than the one that I wanted to go to. I dreamed of going to this convention, and then because of some things that happened in the last couple of months, even though I was given the opportunity to go to this convention, I had to miss out on it. Next year, I'm going for sure, though. And I told the two of you, Sealand and Josh, about this. It was a Cisco convention, or like, that kind of thing, where it's no, not that Cisco. It's the Cisco that like all the restaurants buy their food from, and they have this catalog that's immense. And so if you go to a place and you get French fries, it's likely from Cisco, and they have like a curly and all these different things. And then once a year, or maybe a couple times a year, they have these big conventions, and they have one here in town at the convention center, where you go there and they have like all the vendors and there's all kinds of samples. It's like going to a Costco, but instead of 2 different sample things you could try, there's like hundreds and hundreds of them. And like sections, like you go over here and try the burger stuff, and oh my God, it's a dream. And they want to get restaurants to purchase their products and get on the menus at these places, so they try to fatten you up in the process. But I wasn't able to make it. Next year, maybe. This convention, though, way different. Not like a wedding convention, not like a baby convention. I don't know if you're going to get roped into one of those, C-Lane. But
Wife's already been.
Yeah, really? It's like those things are moneymakers, man.
The Prego Expo.
Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
She and her other pregnant friend went, and I was making the observation that there should be a guy section.
Yeah. What kind of things would they have there?
Oh, I mean, anything that they want you to
Weed
buy.
whackers.
You mean the guy stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know, like stuff for babies that's geared towards dudes.
Have you ever seen the Manly stroller? Have you ever seen that?
That would be perfect.
Let me see if I can find this real quick. There's a stroller company. I saw this on a YouTube video. There's a stroller company that makes like a stroller for badass guys. Let me see, stroller for men. And in the commercial, they show it tactical strollers. That's what they call them, tactical strollers. And they do this whole commercial where they show it like ramming into a wall and all kinds of other stuff. Here it is.
Like Dwight testing it out?
Yes, exactly like that. Here it is. It says your stroller sucks.
That squeaky excuse for a stroller sucks.
You could get one of
your
these.
Beautiful baby's ride to smooth sophistication. With the largest all-terrain wheels in its class, it can tackle curbs like a pro linebacker. And the off-road ground clearance overtakes obstacles like a stroll in the park. The adjustable suspension provides a ridiculously comfortable ride, not to mention built-in shock.
This thing is ridiculous. It's got like suspension on it, and
doesn't have a lot of storage though.
No.
Storage is important.
You have to give up on that for this.
Right at the seat. The competition's in for a bumpy ride. And those baby's bums deserve to be cradled in a saddle of silky smooth softness. When it's time to retrieve your little bundle of joy, the one-touch harness unclips instantly.
Oh, so manly.
That's cool. Man, don't worry, we got you covered.
Wait, what?
What we said when it hits the fan? Well, don't worry, we got you covered.
It looks like blood.
Yeah, it does. It looks like you need to bring your baby to the hospital right now, sir. It looks like you need to get some assistance as quickly as possible. But this would be in your section that you're talking about.
It would be in the man section.
In the man section that they don't have. They just completely ignore all of this stuff.
Unreal.
Meanwhile, this convention is totally different. This convention right here is called SatanCon. And you can guess where this goes.
Now, other conventions, they have celebrities that you can pay to take pictures or get autographs.
Mm-hmm.
Who is at SatanCon?
Satan will be there. Satan himself.
The Satan?
Yeah, Satan's going to be at SatanCon.
I'm a huge fan.
And then, of course, the South Park version of Satan will be there. Various versions.
Saddam Hussein.
Yeah, it's going to have all there at the same time. The Salem-based Satanic Temple is celebrating its 10th anniversary with SatanCon 2023 this coming weekend. They say it's the largest satanic gathering in history. So get all your stuff ready and get ready to go for SatanCon. You're right, Celine. I'm interested to see what kind of things we could do here. It says founders Lucian Greaves and Malcolm Jerry will also hold sessions that include a retrospective on the organization and lectures on topics like reclaiming the trans body, all right, deconstructing your religious upbringing, and Satanism and the BIPOC experience. So it seems like they've got some social justice vibes going on in paganism or in the satanic world, if this is telling me the truth here. While the organization uses satanic imagery, it is non-theistic and uses Satan as a symbol of its skepticism of Christianity as a culturally dominant religion. So many people do not know that, and they go, oh my God, because they keep trying to start these clubs at schools, and it'll be like Satan Club.
Yeah.
And if you're a parent and you hear that your school has Satan Club for the kids, you panic. You think it's like they're going to get won over by the devil. But in reality,
it's literally just kids sitting around talking about how they can be nicer to each other.
Right. Yeah, it's not about worshiping Satan like most people think.
Would be cool, though.
Let's go to a couple of your dispatches. We can fit some in here. And let's see. Here's Butters with a dispatch about the old people playing video games.
I'm not sure what these old people are going crazy about the video games, because every game that has come out has been literally a remastered for us old farts, or has been a number 2 or number 3 of a game series for us old farts.
True.
We just like to complain, man.
They got Duke Nukem out there still, Josh?
I think the last Duke Nukem came out in like 2012.
Yeah, and that one people waited a really long time for.
Yeah, and it sucked.
Yeah, and then it just fell flat, and people didn't like it. I'm still a Leisure Suit Larry guy. That's what I'm into. That's the video game of my choice.
I think that's a cancelable game.
It is. Yeah, it's very offensive, and we weren't supposed to play that as kids, but we played it before.
You know.
Here's Damn Skippy Whippy with a dispatch.
As far as the conjoined twins go, how do you think a game of Stop Hitting Yourself would go?
Come on. Leave them alone. They're never going to join us on the show if you guys do this. You're going to ruin it for all of us. Oh, here is Invisible Man chiming in.
Hello.
Hey.
The Invisible Man just wants to say happy birthday to T-Girl48. Woo!
All right, happy birthday. It's somebody over on the Discord, I believe.
Happy birthday, T-Girl48.
Today is your birthday. Congratulations. One more. Here is Bart versus Bill Gates.
Hey, guys. I was just giving some thought to the whole 50-year-olds that play video games more than other people. I'm only 27, so I'm obviously not in that age bracket.
This guy sounds exactly like a YouTube channel. It's like Today on the Internet, or what is it called? I'll find out what it is. His voice sounds your Daily Dose of Internet, I think. Look up Daily Dose of Internet. His voice sounds exactly like that
If
guy.
I had to guess, I was thinking about this. It might be because games like Halo and the original Xbox took off about, 23 years ago at this point. So all those people that are 50...
Is that it? Did he get captured in the middle?
All the people that are 50, what?
Maybe now he knows that I'm onto him. I know he's the Daily Dose of Internet guy. It stopped right there. Here's the guy's voice. Ready? Oh, hang on. I got it under control, I promise.
This is your Daily Dose of Internet. This police officer wanted these people to pull over, but they
It sounds a lot like that guy. Hang on, I can go back to him. Here we go. Back to Bart versus Bill
Pay
Gates.
for your own stuff. So these guys that are now 50 have
He's a little more
probably been playing
subdued than
games
Daily Dose
since,
of Internet guy.
since then, and have just never stopped. Just some food for thought.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything
Keep up the
wrong with
great show,
that.
guys.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks for the dispatch. When we return, the next episode, I don't know who's doing it, but it's going to be served up on a platter for you today.
Not me.
It is going to be hot fire, off the chain, as they say. And then he's just entering the studio right now, our friend Fritz. We're going to do Fritz on the street, so don't miss any of this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mike, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hi, everybody. Jamie King here, Fox 35 Storm Center. It is Wednesday. Look for a day today of increasing clouds across central Florida and some mighty strong storms possible. Again, mainly for the afternoon. Chance of 60%. Possible large hail today. Heavy rain and gusty winds. It's a Fox 35 weather impact day to address the threats for the afternoon. Partly cloudy. Showers and storms ease by the overnight hours. 67 degrees. Rain chance 20%. For Fox 35, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Do keep it here for the absolute latest. Take care.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Want to save big on custom faux wood blinds, shutters, cellular shades, and more? Shop Blindster today and save up to 50% over comparable blinds from brick and mortar stores. Get custom blinds at low prices and free shipping at Blindster.com.
Could you use some extra help meeting basic needs? Like putting food on the table or paying the rent? Keeping your home warm and the lights on? Buying new shoes for growing feet, or help with medical needs. Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI, administered by Social Security. It's money you can use to help pay for basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, or medical needs. You could receive monthly SSI payments if your income and financial resources are low and you're 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability, or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to learn more about SSI and start the application process today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. This message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Hurry in during Ram Truck Month and discover what it truly means to drive a truck that's built to serve. Ram Truck Month, going on now. And now, finance and get $7,480 in total values on the 2023 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. Don't miss this great offer. See your local Ram dealer today. Total values include combined cash allowance and $2,980 Bighorn Level 2 package value. Financing for well-qualified buyers through Chrysler Capital. Not all buyers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 5/1/2023.
Hey, you want to get a Big Green Egg? The best place to go by far is Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up the Big Green Egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassie's Meat Market, or just go to their website, wassiesmeatmarket.com, to get your Big Green Egg today.
A small roof leak can lead to a big problem if not repaired. Call the professionals at Skylight Roofing for all your roofing needs. 407-430-ROOF. Get your free roof inspection, skylightroofing.com. Roof with us.
It's off the bar! McGuire! Heads home!
The LA Galaxy make their first trip to the City Beautiful since 2019, taking on Orlando City this Saturday, April 29th at 7:30 p.m., presented by Walt Disney World. Experience it live by getting your tickets now at orlandocitysc.com/tickets. What's a Walt Disney thrill feel like? There's only one way to know. Go. Come experience an amazing collection of thrill-soaring, roaring, and blasting throughout all 4 Walt Disney World theme parks. For more information, visit disneyworld.com/thrills.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, But in about 7 billion years, it's going to explode, obliterating the Earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new play.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Ah, what a day to be a Florida tomato. You say tomato, I say, what the?
Florida tomatoes. They're ripe for the picking. So look for fresh from Florida tomatoes where you shop.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
I'm Howard Mackler, founder of Innovation Refunds. You've heard me talking about the payroll tax refund for months. If you own a business, even if you've asked your CPA about this, you owe it to yourself to take another look. We provide a licensed and insured tax attorney who evaluates your company at my expense to determine eligibility. Businesses of all types can qualify, so go to getrefunds.com to potentially get a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. Download the Innovation Refunds app or go to getrefunds.com, getrefunds.com.
At Sunbelt Rentals, tools rule. They also clean and cut, chip and chop. They construct and destruct, help you climb up high and dig down deep. We rent tools that do so much for those with so much to do. The right size tools for your size jobs and the expertise to help you rent the perfect one every single time. So next time you need a tool that nails, screws, paints, or polishes, rent in-store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Winning Wednesdays happen every Wednesday on our Instagram page at Real Radio 1041 with a new prize available every Wednesday. Real Radio 1041 on Instagram is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
The next episode, question mark. In just a moment, all things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond.
Well, you know it's going to happen. I mean, it's in the law.
I've never had this situation before.
You just don't know who's doing it.
No, there's a protest going on. There's a strike going on. I said, which one of the two of you is doing the next episode? And they're like, no. And
he assumes it's one of the two of us.
I would imagine. Well, I'm doing it. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could put together some stories I have over here.
This would be impressive. Oh, man, you didn't even turn on the...
I got it.
It could be Fritz doing the next episode. You won't even turn on his mic.
I got Fritz on now. Fritz is doing Fritz on the street in just a bit. We're going to have some fun with that. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. It's the first time this has ever happened for me. Also, I see people on chat and they're saying... they're talking constantly. This is the thing that triggers me more than anything right now. You could say whatever you want about me personally, but the thing that is triggering me so hard in the last couple of weeks in particular is when people ask about Sabrina's desk, and they're like, oh, they ever going to do this desk? You ever going to get this desk done, Sean? The desk is not real. We're not actually doing the desk. There'll never be a desk. The desk's dead. R.I.P. desk. All this stuff over and over and over because you morons do not understand that it's not just putting a desk on the ground in a studio. It
Kind
has
of like
to.
just putting a desk on the ground.
No, it's not. It's got an entire rack system in it.
How long did it take for Megadesk to be set up?
Megadesk is different. It's literally just a desk you slide in front of you, and voila! Now you have Megadesk. You plug it in so it can go up and down, and then C-Lane's ready to go. And then you got the really basic version of that for Josh.
This is just desk.
He's just a desk TV tray, really. But
Hey, I did 2 TV trays for a long time here.
I know you were able to pull it off. Megadesk is great, but Megadesk is easy. This desk is an entire workstation with a rack of equipment. It has to be all wired up. It's insanely expensive and insanely complicated. So shut up. I think Austin's coming over today to work on things a little bit. So that will
All right, guys,
advance
you
it.
know what kind of messages to send now.
Yeah, I mean, it lights me on fire. Dummies. They were just like, where's going with the desk? You're not going to do the desk? Oh, I guess we just abandoned that desk project. Shut up, all of you, all right? All of you. It is in progress. It costs a lot of money, and I need help putting it together. And it's not putting together a desk. It's custom wiring. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. All you people. I'm going to go to your houses, and I'm going to just start yelling at you. I'm going to go to your houses. I'm going to ring your doorbells, and then I'm going to say, hey, it's me. Can you let me in? And then I'm just going to start berating you in your kitchen. I'm going to let you have it because you're doing it to me.
But
this
they
week.
have complete desks at their house.
It's not just a desk. It's not just
a desk.
It's not just a desk. There's a lot to it. It's
more than just a desk, huh?
This is a whole thing, for God's sake. And they can't see it because, I hate you all.
I see it. There it is.
There it is.
There's the desk.
Fritz, I'm sorry to do this in front of you.
Hey, I mean, I've seen worse. It's okay.
I mean, it's a little bit of an implosion.
Fritz has got a full-ass desk in his house.
Yeah, it's not. The desk is there, right?
got one.
Check. Desk. Check. Very, very expensive camera. Check. All mixer. Check. All these things are checked off the list. Half of it's wired up. A couple more things need to be wired. There's a little bit more work that needs to be done.
You sound wired right now.
I am wired because it's setting me off. And Lord Farquaad says Sean is an old man yelling at clouds. I'm an old man yelling at people in chat who won't stop bringing up the desk. I'm the one who had the idea to do the desk to begin with. I'm going to curse in 3, 2.
Why don't you do this?
Now I don't even know what's happening with the next episode. So
Say the word.
Here we go. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it. Even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
You gay?
Nothing. Weather nice. It's time for the next episode with
me! Yeah! Next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguyDon.com, where you can have the curtain pulled back on the mortgage experience. Fritz knows. Fritz is on the show with him on Saturdays.
Hell yeah.
That stuff is so complicated if you try to do it yourself. I don't understand half of it. It's good to have somebody like that can guide you through the process. And
That's right.
guy.
And he's a mortgage broker, which means he buys like he pretty much gets mortgages at like a Costco of mortgages, and then passes the savings on to you.
Is that true?
That's how. That's what
Mortgage in bulk.
He buys in bulk.
All right.
He buys bulk mortgages, and then he passes the savings on to you. Don't question me.
All
right.
It seems to me you haven't done this read before. Yeah? You're telling me about Don, but I don't know if there's a Costco of mortgages that he's walking into. I think he's got access to a pipeline.
Yeah, obviously there's not a big Costco of mortgages he's walking into.
That's what you said. You literally said that.
I'm saying like
the mortgage box
like,
stores.
as a metaphor.
Okay,
it's a metaphor.
All right, fine.
Idiot.
Don't set me off.
Got it.
I'm gonna go nuclear today.
31 years ago today.
Sublime.
No.
The riots. The LA riots.
Actually, they weren't.
Miami riots?
31 years ago today was that date that they sang in the
April
song.
26, 1992.
But it was not the day of the riots. They got the date wrong, and they didn't get too many redo attempts with old Bradley Noel.
No.
So they just kept the wrong date in that song.
Yeah. What was the dead part?
With the heroin overdose.
On account of the
Great
dying.
song, though.
Yeah, good song. They just got that little part wrong. So it was not the LA riots. Also, speaking of 92, this is not a story from 1992. It seems like it would be, but this person is going out on the road.
Oh, LL Cool J.
LL Cool J?
I just saw him not that long ago.
Where'd you see him?
He was at Universal Studios for one of those.
Oh, yeah. For summer series,
yes,
I think?
yeah.
but they say LL Cool J is headlining his first arena tour in 30 years.
Wow.
And it's cool. The lineup that he's bringing with him is changing every stop on the tour.
Oh, nice. So it's not the same thing every night then.
It's not the same thing every night, and I can't figure out, I can't find a list of who's going to be at what days, but you have the possibility. If you see LL Cool J, and I know he's going to be in Fort Worth and Houston. He's also going to be in Hollywood, Florida. You have the chance of seeing Salt and Peppa, Queen Latifah, Rakim, Common, Method Man, and Redman, Big Boy, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Ice-T, Juvenile, Dougie Fresh with Slick Rick, De La Soul, Goody Mob, Jadakiss, and Rick Ross. Those are just some of the people expected to show up at some of the dates on this LL Cool J tour.
Wow.
It's backed by Live Nation and dubbed the Force Live. Force is frequencies of real creative energy.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like they came up with Force before they
Yeah,
came up
I think
with...
they might have.
That's what we call a backronym.
Right.
The fans can purchase tickets through the Live Nation presale, Ticketmaster presale, or local venue radio presales on Thursday. The tour kicks off on June 25th at the Garden in Boston. But that's a huge lineup.
Yeah, I mean, even if you just get a couple of those people, or like Salt and Peppa, these are a lot of acts that many people haven't seen live in a long time.
He's also, does it say what, there's a couple of DJs that'll be there every time. I think, who's the one that was with Will Smith for?
DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Jazzy Jeff is part of it. And then, of course, his DJ, his longtime DJ Z-Trip, who now that he's a big producer, Z-Trip is on the booking, like he's on the bill.
Yeah, when I went, it was like LL Cool J and DJ Z-Trip, and I'm like, who's this person? I didn't know who that was. You were the one who told me that. Like, that's his DJ's famous now.
Yeah, but he's famous on his own for being a producer, so he's got a little more credit to be able to be part of the billing. But he was LL Cool J's DJ like that entire time. Travis Barker wants to tell you just how to be as cool as Travis Barker. And it's a new partnership with the Liquid Death brand of water.
I saw this.
And there's a very limited edition thing that you can get from the folks at Liquid Death.
What's my secret? How did I marry the woman of my dreams? How have I had such a successful career in music? I use Liquid Death mountain water.
Oh, God.
In my Thanks to my new signature
That's one way to do it.
collectible enema kit, I've been able to turn my dreams into reality, and now you can too.
Enema of the State collectible enema kit is a real enema kit that comes with its own 19.2-ounce can of Liquid Death mountain water. When used properly, Enema of the State can make you as successful as Travis Barker.
If you want an enema, we can get you one.
You want an enema kit?
I want it because I like to display it. I think it would be a cool thing to display in the studio.
It would be. You can get it. The limited edition package is $182. Obviously, giving a nod to Blink-182's album Enema of the State from 1999. It includes, like they said, a can of Liquid Death water that is hand-signed by Travis Barker and an enema bulb described as a limited edition collectible adult art piece and not intended for use as a real medical device.
There are two of these on eBay right now. One is $666 or best offer. And the other one is $19,420. So,
or better offer,
or best offer. Yeah, which I'm not offering on that one.
They say in the video announcing the process, Barker says, "How have I had such a successful career in music? I use Liquid Death mountain water in my expletive deleted." Liquid Death has been part of other eye-catching promotions, like when they teamed with the Houston Rockets guard Jalen Green on a liquid hoop head, and they were behind the Tony Hawk skateboards that had the blood in them. Like Tony Hawk's actual blood was in the skateboard.
You know, I usually think I have a good head for business ideas and what would work, what wouldn't work, Shark Tank style thinking and all that. If somebody came to me 20 years ago and pitched, hey, we're going to do a company and we're going to sell water, but we're going to have cool graphics and we're going to have a nice can and we're going to like get creative with our promotion, and this water company is going to be very successful, I would have said, get the hell out of here. This is the dumbest idea I've ever heard in my life. But they have been insanely successful with that Death Water stuff.
Yeah, it's very, very popular.
Liquid Death.
I don't see. And now
Death Water is my competing brand.
They've got enough money to do the Travis Barker partnership, so
Sure.
that's got to be very, very significant. On the boob tube tonight, the Connors are still on ABC. I don't know how that's a thing. Million Little Things on ABC as well. Pierce Brosnan on Kimmel, Mila Kunis, and Aaron Paul on James Corden. And Michael Strahan on Fallon. Kerry Russell will be on Seth Meyers. And I will probably watch
none of that. Yeah, I figured.
I don't know. What they said Black Thought is going to be on Jimmy Fallon. He's a member of the Roots, isn't he? They're like
And they
all the
ran out
time.
of people.
They're
like with Z-Trip.
bottom of the barrels. It is a Z-Trip
Jimmy
thing.
Fallon and Black Thought.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for your next episode.
Let's fake applause.
No, I see the crowd.
No, there's no
They're
crowd.
behind the desk.
It's so long. Don't blow kisses. Don't blow
so
kisses to the
gracious.
fake crowd. Boo!
Celine, send me that
Boo
file.
yourself.
I want to make it longer for you.
45 seconds. You're like the Kim Jong-un of radio over there. I demand a 4-minute standing ovation after all of my speeches, please. When we come back, it's happening, friends. Fritz on the Street is coming up next. What does that mean for you? Well, you can play along with us wherever you are, and we all pick one of you to represent in Fritz on the Street. It's the only way you can get to this magnet right here. This is the Fritz on the Street magnet, the 8-bit magnet. You can only get if we represent you in Fritz on the Street and win the game. So, if you'd like us to play for you, now's the time to get our attention. And we'll see who everybody picks and how Fritz on the Street goes. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your shot at $1,000 is next. Brought to you locally by Mills Air. If you want a shot at $5,000, make sure you're listening to us on our free iHeartRadio app.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Travel with caution and expect delays. Authorities are clearing up an accident on State Road 408 heading westbound before mile marker 10A I-4 traffic is backed up to ramp from Bumby Avenue. 2 left lanes are blocked. There's slowdowns on I-4 eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429. You can expect delays due to an accident on Pleasant Hill Road heading northbound south of Orange Blossom Trail. See traffic troubles, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by UCF Downtown. Interested in a career in healthcare management? Consider a master's degree with UCF School of Global Health Management and Informatics. Attend an information session May 3rd and discover why the health management programs at UCF Downtown are ranked among the top in the nation. Visit ucf.edu/downtown.
This hour is sponsored by Barks in the City, June 3rd at Apopka Amphitheater.
In this week's Marketers Report, Chris Brandt, Chief Marketing Officer at Chipotle Mexican Grill, weighs in on the power of audio.
We've used audio to reinforce what we're showing on TV, what we're showing in other digital channels. When your priority is driving reach, boy, everybody seems to listen to the radio.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, conversations, trusted influencers, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Welcome to Pollo Tropical. Would you like to try our new coconut shrimp?
Coconut shrimp, shrimp and the coconut. Coconut shrimp, coconut shrimp.
Coco y camarón.
Pollo is serving up perfectly golden, sweet, and savory coconut shrimp in a bowl, platter, or on the side with our pineapple rum sauce. We're going coconuts for the all-new coconut shrimp, only at Pollo Tropical.
Coconut shrimp, coco y camarón.
Hi, can I take your order?
Yeah. Can I get one order of the Florida sweet corn and ricotta fritters?
Sorry, that's not on our menu.
Okay. Well, just one Florida blueberry cobbler then.
Where are you seeing these?
Follow freshfromflorida.com. FollowFreshFromFlorida.com has easy recipes for in-season local produce.
That's amazing.
Right? On second thought, no fast food for me today. Find seasonal recipes made with Florida ingredients at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Hear that? That's the sound of water coming from leaking pipes. Hi, this is Pete from Repipe Specialists. Let's end those leaks and the damages they can cause to your walls, ceilings, and floors by replacing those old, corroded, or brittle pipes with high-quality new ones. With over 30 years of experience and work that's guaranteed for life, Repipe Specialists will expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. Call us by this Saturday to save 20%. So long, water-dripping drum solos. If you have leaks or even low water pressure, call Repipe Specialists now at 407-337-4020 to schedule a free home estimate and to save 20% on your entire job, plus zero down, zero interest financing for the first 18 months on approved credit, local and insured. Call 407-337-4020 or go to repipe.com. That's 407-337-4020. Repipe.com. Repipe Specialists, making your repipe job fast, seamless, and simple. That's our specialty.
After an accident, it's important to hire an attorney right away. Evidence can disappear quickly. Sure, you could wait to hire an attorney later and see how things turn out, but delays never make a case better. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Every morning, start your day getting caught up with West 2 News Sunrise.
I'm Meredith McDonough.
And I'm Jason Guy. Here for you with breaking news from around Central Florida.
We want to get back to that breaking news out of Orange County.
Giving you an accurate forecast to plan your day by.
We're also starting off with some cloud cover.
And steering you clear of the backups to make your commute a breeze.
Your travel times out the door are looking pretty good this morning.
Wake up knowing you're ready for today with Jason, Mare, Kellyanne, and Megan. Wake up with West 2 News Sunrise. Weekdays starting at 4:30 a.m.
Kelly's all new.
Hello, Clarkson.
Every weekday.
Let's do it, Kelly.
Give your day a little love. Oh my gosh. A little joy.
Happy day.
A little laugh.
Well, I'm really hard of hearing. I can't hear that well.
You're gonna fit right in on this show because I'm loud. Give your day a little Kelly.
It's this. This is her name. Oh, yeah.
Weekdays at 3 on West 2, followed by West 2 News at 4.
Jim here for my friends at Solar Bear. In Orlando in 2022, there were 3 different utility rate increases and another 4% increase scheduled for April. Stop going along with these rate increases. Now's the time to go solar with Solar Bear, the #1 solar installer in the state of Florida. They can help eliminate your power bill in 2023. Solar Bear, also the highest rated and reviewed solar company in the state, locally owned and operated. That means no subcontractors. Visit solarbear.com today for your free estimate. And check it out right now. 0 down, 0% interest, and no payments for 12 months with credit approval. Say goodbye to your electric bill, but say hi to Solar Bear. SolarBear.com.
At Fifth Third Bank, we give you free checking, never have hidden fees, and help protect your identity.
Oh, really?
Yep. See, our name equals 166.7%. So we put in that much effort.
Well, my name's Jim, so I guess I'm headed to the gym. And I'm going to put in 166.7% effort, too.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
No one's ever been proud of me.
This is banking a Fifth Third better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BANK, B-A-N-K, BANK. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
The street in just a moment, and it's the greatest game in all of radio, so I hope you'll play along. It's very easy. Fritz is going to tell you momentarily how the game works, but one of the most important things is that we represent you in Fritz on the Street. What happens is usually myself, Sabrina, and C-Lane pick somebody, and if we win, they win a magnet for Game of Magnets. It's the special one that you only get from winning Fritz on the Street, the 8-bit magnet. Very, very rare out there in Fritz on the Street and Game of Magnets land. And I have chosen Fritz. I'm going to pick Sharkbait, who emailed me. And right before the show, I saw Sharkbait's email. So that is who I'm picking. C-Lane, who are you picking today?
I have picked the dispatcher, who is, we're going to be baby brothers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's why
that's
baby
brother.
brothers. Texas for life.
All right, Texas for life is who C-Lane's playing for today. What about you, Josh?
T48 girl on Discord because it's her birthday.
All right, happy birthday, and I hope you lose because it would require me losing if you won. And we're going to play for all of you in just a moment. Don't forget, if you miss any of the show, you can go over to thenewsjunkie.com, get the podcast, and you'll be all set up and ready to go. Fritz, are you ready?
You bet your scrotum.
All right, here we go. Let's do Fritz on the Street.
Now it's time for Fritz on the Street.
Hello, Josh. Hello, C-Lane. Hello, Sean.
Hey, Fritz.
Fritz on the Street, sponsored by Mo Do It. Injured on the go, just call Mo, 866-CALL-MO. That number, 866-CALL-MO. In first place with 158 points, we have Christopher Lane.
Ah, yes.
Man.
In second place with 130 points, we have Sabrina Ambra. In third
Not
place,
pictured.
third place with 123 points, we have Sean Wasson.
Josh is here for basically it's just a for fun version of Fritz on the Street.
Exhibition match.
An exhibition match, but he's still beating me in the game.
And in
even
fourth
though.
place with 0 points, Josh Fowler.
Woo!
Go me. Let's see if you can get one on the board, Josh.
8 questions, 4 current event, and 4 general knowledge trivia questions. If you think you know it, chime in for that bonus point. Is everyone in?
Were these were these tests? Were these questions asked at Cavo's last night?
You know they were. Thank you for asking. Cavo's Bar and Kitchen each Tuesday. Fritz's Fun House. Come on out, play some trivia.
That is a good time. If you're looking for something fun to do, I 1,000% recommend it because Fritz does it with all the graphics and all kinds of stuff. It's super interactive. It's
super fun.
Very fun.
Yeah, it's like you're on your own game show.
Mm-hmm.
All right, without further ado, let's jump in. Question number 1. If you think you know it, chime in.
All right.
Question number 1. On Monday, Fox News announced... C-Lane?
Tucker Carlson.
That is correct.
Damn it.
On Monday, Fox News announced they had parted ways with which controversial anchor? C-Lane, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Tucker Carlson?
Ooh, I'm going to say 7.
7.
That's a good answer.
I'm going to say 8.
8 for Sean.
7.
And 7 for Josh.
Someone's
I
gonna miss it.
say one person says Don Lemon.
Oh, that's true. That might happen.
That's a good guess. Question number 1 with answers of 7 and 8. Let's see what we have.
Ding, 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 ding.
Somebody got it.
On Monday, Fox News announced they had parted ways with which controversial anchor?
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson.
God,
8.
wait. Did he get it right?
Yep.
Oh, I thought he said
heard
Dr.
Cox.
I thought he said Dr. Cox, too.
Nah, I think they just had a couple drinks.
Oh.
Tucker Carlson. Yeah.
He was so hammered.
You kind of have to translate sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
So, that's 8. Sean is picking up 2 points. Josh and C-Lane with your guesses of 7, each picking up 1 point.
Whatever.
The opening salvo has been fired. We move to question 2. Who played Steve Urkel in the TV show? Sean.
I think C-Lane got it, but I'm going to go anyway. So you said me. Jaleel White.
That is correct.
I never would have got that.
Did you know?
Yeah.
I
I would have said
trust
Jaleel.
Who played
That's wrong.
Steve Urkel in the TV show Family Matters was the full question. Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Jaleel White?
3.
3.
Really? 6.
6 for C-Lane.
Really? 2.
And 2 for Josh. Question 2 with answers of 2, 3, and 6.
Ding, 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 ding.
There's their Urkel. Who played Steve Urkel in the TV show Family Matters?
I have no idea. The name's eluding me.
Jaleel White.
Nice! Jaleel White. Jaleel White.
Jaleel White.
Jaleel White.
Damn it!
Oh, I don't know his name.
Jaleel White? Is that his name?
Nicely done. That's 6.
This is not going well.
That means C-Lane is picking up 2 points on that one. And we move on to question number 3. Let's talk sports. In Major League Baseball, the Oakland Athletics announced a plot of land was purchased to potentially move the team to which...
Sean.
Las
Vegas.
Las Vegas is correct.
Sports.
So all of Oakland's going to Vegas, are they?
I guess.
Sports.
Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Las Vegas?
2.
2.
3.
3 for C-Lane.
What's it going to be?
1.
Oh.
And 1 for Josh.
I'm being bold.
Question 3. You're being something.
That's how you know somebody's bold is when they say they're being bold.
Question 3 with the answers of 1, 2, and 3. Plot of land was purchased to potentially move the team to which city?
Las Vegas. Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Vegas.
What?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
That'd
Wow.
be 7.
Jeez.
So no points awarded
See,
on that
if
one.
I subtracted my guess from 8, I would have had it correct.
There you
That's
go.
not how the game works, unfortunately for you.
Way to go, Boldy.
Coming up is question 4. That's halfway through Fritz on the Street. After question 4, I'll tell you so far who is winning on the day. Question 4 goes like this. What was the first pizza chain in the United States?
Sean. Domino's Pizza.
That is incorrect.
C-Lane.
C-Lane.
Man, that's so it's not doing Pizza Hut?
Pizza Hut's correct.
Oh, come on.
Nobody out-pizzas the Hut.
Yeah.
C-Lane out of 8
Damn it.
answers.
A
How
lot
many
of
do you
people
think said
out-pizza the Hut.
How many do you think said Pizza Hut?
I mean, man, it is a real crapshoot. Let's go 4.
4.
4 is a good guess because I think people are just going to say names of pizza brands they know. I'm going to say 3.
3 for Sean, despite saying 4 was a good guess.
Nice, Fritz.
You know, 3 and 4 are good guesses, so I go with 5.
And 5.
This is a good strategy at play here. I'm being bold.
And 5 for John. Question 4. With answers of 3, 4, and 5.
First pizza chain. Pizza Hut?
Pizza Hut?
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. I'm going to say
Stop.
Pizza Hut.
Domino's?
That would be
Man,
7.
Unbelievable.
So no points awarded. I was having computer issues today, so that's probably why.
Oh, no worries.
I have to reboot it. So let's see.
That's
After,
why I'm losing.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's not why you're losing.
Yeah, you heard it.
after 4 in first place with 5 points, we have Christopher Lane / Texas for Life. In second place with 4 points, we have Sean Wasson / Sharkbait.
Yeah.
And in third place with 1 point, we have Josh Fowler / T48 Girl.
Sorry, T48 girl.
We have 4 questions remaining. It's okay. It's still anyone's game. Question 5. Last week, which country surpassed China as the most... Sean?
India.
India is correct.
I don't know.
Which
Sharpie,
last
you
week,
know.
which country
I almost
surpassed...
said my old radio name.
Pikmin.
Which country surpassed China as the most populous country on Earth? Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said India?
4.
4.
Surpass them as what?
Most populous.
Most populous. Yeah, that's definitely going to factor into how I pick this.
This is key.
How I pick this arbitrary number. I'm going to say 5.
All right.
5.
6.
And 6 for Josh. Question 5 with answers of 4, 5, and 6.
Ding, 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 ding.
Somebody was picking it up. Last week, which country surpassed China as the most populous country on Earth?
Pass.
India? India.
India?
The U.S.?
I don't know that one.
India.
Indonesia.
That would be 4.
I hate you.
That means Sean is picking up a 3-pointer on that one.
Yeah.
And C-Lane with a guess of 5, picking up 1 point. We move on to question number 6.
Cool.
Question 6. Peter Pan is the captain of which group of
C-Lane.
boys? C-Lane.
The Lost Boys.
The Lost Boys is correct.
I almost said the Naughty Boys. I thought it was the Naughty Boys for a split second. Wow.
I wish you would
The
have.
Lost
Yeah,
Boys.
you got to watch out for the Naughty Boys.
Oh, that sounds bad.
C-Lane, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Lost Boys?
8.
8.
Ooh.
5.
5 for Sean.
There's
6.
some naughty boys in
And
there.
6 for Josh.
Maybe 1.
Question 6 with answers of 5, 6, and 8.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who's getting it?
Boys.
The Lost Boys.
The Island Boys.
Lost Boys.
Lost Boys. Lost Boys.
Michael.
The Lost Boys.
Boys.
But I don't know they were called some kind of boys. What was that? What were they?
The Lost Boys, for Christ's sake.
Oh,
That's 6. Sorry, that person got
Yeah,
cut off.
finally.
Yep, that means Josh is picking up 2 points.
Island Boys.
And Sean, with a guess of 5, you are picking up 1 point.
Island Boys.
Island Boys. We move on to question 7, 2 remaining. Recently, I'm waiting for Sean to put his. There you go. Recently, more than 80 bodies were discovered in a mass grave from a starvation. Sean?
Nigeria?
That is incorrect.
I'd like to hear some more of that question.
You got it.
Please.
Recently, more than 80 bodies were discovered in a mass grave from a starvation cult in which African country? Josh.
Kenya.
Kenya is
Damn
correct.
it!
Josh, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Kenya?
2.
2.
1.
And that's a bold
1
answer.
for Sean.
2.
And 2 for C-Lane. Question 7.
Bold gang.
With answers of 1 and 2.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who knows their Kenya? Recently, more than 80 bodies were discovered in a mass grave from a starvation cult in which African country?
Uganda. Sudan.
Yikes. Pass.
Sudan.
It's Botswana. Not right.
Oh, I didn't hear about this.
Ghana.
Kenya.
Oh!
1 at the very end
one.
there. That means Sean is picking up 2 points, and
Outrageous.
Josh and C-Lane with your guess of 2, each picking up 1 point. We move on to question 8. That's the last one of the day, but before we do, let's take a look at the scoreboard. Yeah, coming in hot. With first place, 10 points so far, Sean Lawson / Sharkbait. In second place with 8 points, we have Christopher Lane / Texas for Life. And in third place with 5 points, Josh Fowler / T48 Girl. We move on to the last one.
It's not good.
Question 8. What is the capital of Austria? C-Lane.
Vienna.
Vienna's correct.
Damn it. I saw doubt in your eyes for a second.
Number 1 Billy Joel fan over here.
Oh, is that where you got it from? Did you connect
Vienna
the
waits
dots
for you.
there?
Actually, I was thinking more about the sound of music.
Nerd.
You somehow made it less
All
cool.
right, Billy Joel, Billy Joel.
C-Lane, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Vienna?
Let's
Good
go.
sausages there.
6.
6.
Ooh. 3.
3 for Sean.
4.
And 4 for Josh. Question 8 with answers of 3, 4, and 6.
Ding, 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 ding.
Someone's getting it.
Oh,
Who is it?
man.
What is the capital of Austria?
Pass.
Vienna.
Vienna.
Vienna?
No more.
Vienna.
No!
Vienna.
Vienna.
Damn.
I don't know.
That would be 6, which means C-Lane hitting a 3-pointer at the buzzer there, picking up 2 additional points. And that means we end the game with a score of 11 points. In first place, Christopher Lane / Texas for Life.
Suck it!
In second place with 10 points, Sean Lawson / Sharkbait. And in third place with 5 points, Josh Fowler / T48 Girl. That means,
Sorry.
had this been an official game,
Happy birthday.
C-Lane would be in first place with 169 points.
Oh.
Sean in second place with 133, and Sabrina with 130. But those
Man, I'm
those
barely
scores
in
do
second
nothing.
place if she's not here. God.
And that is
damn
Fritz
it.
on the Street.
Thank you,
Fritz.
Fritz. Always love Fritz and playing Fritz on the Street. You can do it in person. Follow along on Instagram, no_regrets_coyote. Hit that follow button and you'll see what Fritz is up to, especially his Fritz's Funhouse Trivia Nights over there at Cavo's. It is a great time, and you need to get yourself out there because you could be featured on one of these panels sounding like an absolute genius. All you have to do is follow him. So once again, it's no_regrets_coyote on Instagram. And we always love playing. Whether I win or lose, I'm always having fun when we're playing Fritz on the Street. So thank you, Fritz.
Thank you.
We will be back in just a moment. You gonna hang out with us today?
I would love to.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. There's a lot of testosterone in this room.
Damn right.
We're just ramped up with testosterone.
Oh, I
right
thought you
now.
were implying he's bringing it down.
No, he's bringing it up. No,
Like, we need you here to like,
I see how it could have come off.
Thanks,
that way.
tamp down the
Thanks for sticking around,
testosterone.
old pink shirt Fritz. There's a lot of testosterone in here. We
You
need
know-
you to even it out.
I'm a team player.
I did not mean it that way. I could see how you would take it that way. I meant let's bring it up even higher and then try to keep ourselves in check with some ladies on the dispatches to keep us on the straight and narrow. We got a lot coming up, okay? When we come back, we're going to talk about a teacher who got fired for the most insane reason, and we're going to hear from you with your dispatches. Go leave those right now at thenewsjunkie.com. It's all coming up next on The News Junkie.
Real Radio is The Jim Colbert Show. Stupid. but done smartly.
The Jim Colbert Show.
Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Travel with caution and expect delays. Authorities are clearing up an accident on State Road 408 heading westbound before I-4. Mile marker 10, traffic is backed up to ramp from Bumby Avenue. There's slowdowns on I-4 heading westbound approaching the beach line and before State Road 535. You can expect your regular delays on I-4 eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429. See traffic troubles, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Shoppers, this is your local sweet corn farmer letting you know that Florida sweet corn is in season. Ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com. And happy eating.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
The podcast Founding Son, John Quincy's America, examines the legacy of the 6th U.S. president, who spent his final decades battling the slaveocracy, featuring the voices of Patrick Warburton as John Quincy Adams and Nick Offerman as Andrew Jackson.
Was there ever witnessed such a barefaced corruption in any country before?
This blustering has an air of desperation.
Listen to Founding Son, John Quincy's America, a Curiosity podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Managing healthcare for yourself, your kids, your aging parents, it's a lot to keep track of everything. Now you have help. Welcome to Village Medical, a whole new kind of primary care that's a lot more caring. Here, your doctor really gets to know your family's needs and coordinates all their visits, labs, even prescriptions. Plus, you can make same-day appointments or schedule video or at-home visits, all covered by most insurance. It sounds different because it is different. Go to villagemedical.com and become a patient today.
And now, everybody who's fueled by your local Circle K. There's flower shop owners, neighborhood bakers, awesome food truck sandwich makers, gearheads, mighty motorheads, farmers and their farmsteads, life-saving physicians and head-banging musicians, that guy who helped you change your spare, and rock star nurses. The people we rely on every day are fueled by Circle K. Every single day, fueled by Circle K.
Spring has sprung and business is blooming. That means you could turn over a new leaf in a new Mitsubishi. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. And I'm so excited about our spring sale, I wet my plants. This week I'll give you up to $4,000 more than Kelly Blue Book value for your old ride. So if the bloom is off the roads with your current car, buck up, Buttercup. In a 7-passenger, 5-star safety-rated 2023 Outlander starting at only $26,900. Or check out the 2023 Mirage, cleanest gas car in America. And for your peace of mind, all Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Do other dealers rake you through the mud over past credit mishaps? We're rooting for you. And our rates start at only $1.9. Plus, you could get way more than your car's worth. And drive a nicer, newer car today. But hurry, this deal will get picked over soon. I'm RC Hill Mitsubishi. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price determines actual trade allowance. Negative equity may be refinanced. Offer absolutely ends April 30th, 2023. See dealer for details.
Hi, can I take your order?
Yeah. Can I get one order of the Florida sweet corn and ricotta fritters?
Sorry, that's not on our menu.
Okay. Well, just one Florida blueberry cobbler then.
Where are you seeing these?
Follow freshfromflorida.com. FollowFreshFromFlorida.com has easy recipes for in-season local produce.
That's amazing.
Right? On second thought, no fast food for me today. Find seasonal recipes made with Florida ingredients at FollowFreshFromFlorida.com.
Committing to saving for 4 years of college can be stressful for families. Not to worry. Florida Prepaid has a plan for you. The reality is, most parents don't cover all of their child's college costs. A Florida Prepaid 1-year university plan lets you start small and add a year at a time as your budget allows. The plan starts at $45 a month and it's 100% risk-free, so you can never lose your investment. Plus, any amount you save today means less debt for them tomorrow. Open enrollment ends April 30th. Find your plan today.
Just come out. The man when you're in trouble, car accidents, slips and falls, he's the only one that you should call. Just come out when you're injured on the go.
Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, sung by a non-attorney spokesperson.
Hi, can I take your order?
Yeah. Can I get one order of the Florida sweet corn and ricotta fritters?
Sorry, that's not on our menu.
Okay. Well, just one Florida blueberry cobbler then.
Where are you seeing these?
Follow freshfromflorida.com. Follow freshfromflorida.com has easy recipes for in-season local produce.
That's amazing.
Right? On second thought, no fast food for me today. Find seasonal recipes made with Florida ingredients at followfreshfromflorida.com.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. Visit millsair.com.
The flowers are blooming and so is inventory. Shop new Nissans at orlandonissan.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, bank, B-A-N-K. Bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Saw last night, and I think this is like so common, it's unbelievable. We go out, Courtney and I, and place is busy. You know, it's like a lot of people for a Tuesday night, just like a random Tuesday night. And we're looking around doing the people watching that we generally do. And there's a big table with a bunch of people, like one big family. And at the end of the table, there's a kid who might have been, let's say, 3-ish or 4. And then there's a kid who's like 5 or 6. And both of them have right in front of them a tablet, right? They got the tablets right in front of them at the table.
Can you tell which tablet?
They always look like some different kind of tablet, but I think that they're regular iPads or Android tablets in like a kid case.
Oh, the big foam case.
Yeah. So it kind of like protects it and makes it so it's not as prone to being broken when they drop it. And you see these kids, and I go, this is like a rite of passage now. When you're a child, when you're at a restaurant, you don't scream and go nuts. You don't worry about drawing on the menus. That's what we had to occupy kids when I was younger.
How old do you think these kids are?
Oh, like I said, I think the one kid is like 5 or 6, and one was 3 or 4. I think they're both very, very young.
Because I had dinner recently with a friend, and her daughter was along with us. And she was in middle school.
All right.
But it wasn't, I mean, and she was very into playing games on the phone, but didn't have anything of her own. It was like she had to, be polite and ask for mom's phone.
Right.
At which point she's playing all the Candy Crush or
whatever
it was.
Whatever these kids are into.
Maybe one of the ones where you make pizza or you work in a bakery or whatever it is they have going on.
Yeah.
It's just so common now that parents are like, well, this will sedate my kid and make them quiet at the table for a couple or an hour or so, whatever it is, while we eat. It's so common. Sweatloaf on Discord says it's probably an Amazon Kids tablet. Most people have them now. I didn't even know they made one, but they make it like a specifically for kids a tablet.
Is there like no internet access on it or something?
Some of them that I've seen have to have some sort of internet access because they're playing YouTube videos, like kids programming and games and all kinds of stuff that they have that they're playing off of it. And I go, we don't even know. We don't even know what the implications are this long term. Well, what happens to a child when they're like 3 years old in their developmental phases, and we have a tablet in front of them all the time? For the experiment kind of when I was a child was putting the kids in front of the television.
Yeah.
You use the television to babysit the kids, and you're like, we don't know what that's going to do. And we went all that way. And now we've got these kids who are not only using tablets to distract them so that the parents can have a second to themselves, but also they're able to very, very efficiently use technology at like 3 years old, which is wild to me that these kids can do this stuff. but it's like the babysitter has become the tablet.
Well, I mean, remember when it was still a little frowned upon to do that? Like, you thought, like, I mean, maybe because of the price of the iPad, which the iPad's still pretty expensive.
Yeah, and they're not cheap.
But, I mean, the kid's tablet might be a little better. But I remember when they were like, Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes bought their daughter Suri an iPad. And she was 3 or 5 at the time. But I remember people being like, what does a 3-year-old need with an iPad?
Yeah.
And now she's 17.
But now that is just totally common. Now there's not a lot of parents who would do this. Like eFresh Rocks on Twitch says, hey, man, sometimes you need a kid to be quiet and stop asking to help with the word find that's really hard for them. I get it. I know why parents are doing this. I know why this is something that people do. But it's just, I want to see what the impact of this is going to be. Is it going to be a good thing because kids learn how to use technology at very, very, very young ages? Is it going to help them develop a better set of knowledge and help them learn as adults and headed into adulthood? Or is it going to do something bad? I have no idea which way this is going to go. But I guess you could counteract this by saying, hey, we already have 50% of the kids in school who can't even read. So is it going to make things worse than they are right now, or is it going to make things better? Now, meanwhile, in school, they got their own things to deal with. They said William Kenneth Howard, 57 years old, is now in big trouble. The teacher decided to head into school, and he had like a knapsack along with him. And
like a bindle?
It says knapsack.
Okay.
I don't know if they just mean
like a
backpack. Yeah. He's got like a backpack with him, and as he's walking down the hallway in the school, something spills out of his backpack and hits the floor.
Uh-oh.
It was a gun.
Oh,
no. Geez, how did that get there?
That becomes a problem. Detroit police officers were called to the scene and placed the teacher under arrest. He's charged with 1 count of carrying a concealed weapon and 1 count of possession of a weapon in a weapons-free school zone. Strange thing is, people are getting upset about this, but isn't this the idea that some people want? They want all the teachers to have guns?
Yeah.
And they want them to drop them down the hallway.
To protect them from 6-year-olds with guns.
Yeah, that way it would just be a giant standoff in the classroom. When the school shooter runs in, everybody's
stick them up,
pulling out their guns at the same time. But this teacher in Detroit finds himself in some big trouble.
That sounds like a very controversial Quentin Tarantino movie. With like a Mexican standoff.
Right. In the classroom, everybody who wants. Laheva Rasta on Twitch says, call me old-fashioned, but I don't agree with giving the little ones tablets. It's scientifically proven that devices before 2 years old is harmful to them. Is it? I haven't heard that, but I'm sure there's a lot of research on it.
I heard that like 10 years ago. I don't know if anything's changed.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how it would retard your learning process. I'm trying.
Wow, Sean. Whoa.
I put the emphasis in the right place. I'm trying to
on the right syllable.
Figure out how that would impact you, other than learning sort of the tactile elements of using an iPad, learning hand-eye coordination. I don't know. I can't see how it's going to be bad. Is it just because you're looking at a screen?
Blue light, I guess, maybe.
I don't know what it is that would make this worse. Maybe it does.
I think it's the inability to engage in regular human behavior.
Socially, I can totally see that.
Yeah.
Where you say all of a sudden you're going to have this generation of kids that
supposed to talk to you with my mouth and not type it out.
Yeah, they all.
Can you believe it?
Nobody's looking at one another. I did though. I saw a party, a big group of people, about 40 or 50 people, not too long ago, and they're all gathered at the table, and they're all like 18, 19, 20 years old, and every single one of them had their phones away, and they're all like engaging with each other.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I'm like, oh, this is kind of interesting. You generally see the exact opposite of this.
Nature is healing.
It's happening. It just took a long, long time, but here we go.
Just living in the moment.
Jeremy on YouTube says, the world is changing to computers, so this is prepping them. It's definitely something that is useful because we had, when the computer really exploded in popularity in the 80s, you had a lot of people like my mom. I don't think your mom was as bad at this, C-Lane, but my mom was born at a time where she didn't use computers, and then she's like, I don't know if this computers thing is going to be something I need to focus on. And then she was really terrible at using the computer, and it was affecting her being able to get jobs and stuff.
Yeah. I think my mom, I don't know that she necessarily grew up using a bunch of computers, but she is very good at typing. She always had like a pretty steady like words per minute.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that meant she. I know she took classes on it, and so you take typing class, but I don't know if that was she started that on typewriters, or she's just going to call me now and be like, "I'm not that old."
How dare you? All right, let's go to you. Let's see what's happening with your dispatches. Join us on the show by going to thenewsjunkie.com.
My mom took a class. She started to take a class where right before she got pregnant with me, she told me this the other day. I'd never heard this story.
Mm-hmm.
She started to take a class to learn court reporting, like shorthand.
Oh, really?
Like the
Stenography.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that is one of those things where when you've grown up, like in our generation, using computers, you have a pretty decent, typing skill, pretty decent words per minute. You don't really have to look down at the keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
To completely flip that on its back and learn a new typing, where it's phonetic instead of
it's a
full
totally
words.
different way to type.
Man, I've only seen one of those in person like once or twice in my life, and it blows my mind. I have no clue what I'd be doing.
Do you think that's one of the jobs that would be on the chopping block with technology going the way it's going?
Eventually.
Totally.
So the courtroom just puts a machine up there and it transcribes everything.
Yeah, once those are better at listening to speech patterns, probably.
Yeah, and knowing the different speakers that are involved, I guess. But that seems like one to me that could definitely be impacted. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Here's Meat Pop 5000 with a dispatch.
Howdy, my name's Chester, and I'm from Florida. And I just wanted to know if you all knew about Zellwood mushrooms.
I don't.
They're great. They smell wonderful. You should get some Zellwood mushrooms.
I don't think he's talking about.
Let me tell you something. If he's talking, I think he's talking about our commercials for all these different fruits and vegetables that advertise on the show. We'll take the mushroom money.
Yeah.
I don't care. If the mushroom people got money and want to come over here, we will absolutely take it.
Also, I thought Christmas was the place that people went
for mushrooms?
Thought so.
Bithlo.
We went to Loxahatchee for mushrooms. Yeah, big cow pastures.
Loxahatchee shrooms, nothing like it.
After the rain, and you go out there with a flashlight and wander around the field, and nobody who I was with should have been trusted to know which mushrooms are the ones you're supposed to eat and which ones are really like deadly or going to do something bad to you.
The ones that are in cow poop, right?
I think all of them.
I mean, this is bad advice for us, but to be giving.
Very, very gross, but makes you feel good. Here's Big Al with a dispatch.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I'm 57. I don't play a lot of video games anymore. I had a Wii.
Oh.
But it was just too much exercise.
Wii is fun.
Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Big Al. He's like, this is really fun. He's like, but it's too much exercise.
Bowling is hurting my rotator cuff.
Wii was a fad, huh? Because that thing exploded and people were like, this is revolutionary. And I played it. I thought it was fun. But it seems like that did not hold on.
It was Nintendo trying to reinvent the video game. And, instead of having your old-fashioned controller that you do with two hands, they were doing this kind of two different controllers thing.
Yeah,
they were
with two hands.
really trying to do the fitness thing.
They even had a scale and stuff.
Yeah, or
the Wii Fit.
Was it a scale or was it one of those like boards that you're supposed to step up, step down?
I think it did both.
It was both.
Yeah, it had multi-functionality.
They also didn't want to compete with the next-gen consoles, like the really intense photorealistic stuff.
And Nintendo's kind of smart at that. You're right, Fritz, because even when they go to the Switch, it's different than all the other consoles. It's not simply something that is super replaceable by a PC or something else. It's usually a unique experience that they would be working on. All right, when we come back, we got jury duty. This involves a woman, conscious, alert. There's only one problem. When the police officers arrive, they realize there's a giant kitchen knife stuck in her head.
Oh, my God.
We'll hear her story. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Winning Wednesdays happen every Wednesday on our Instagram page at Real Radio 1041 with a new prize available every Wednesday. Real Radio 1041 on Instagram is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is Super Bowl champion Alfred Williams. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The Magic's Paolo Banchero received all but 2 first-place votes to run away with the NBA's Rookie of the Year award. Banchero scored 20 points a game this past season. Rays try to get back in the win column tonight against Houston. Tampa's record 14-game home winning streak to start the year was snapped last night. And Aaron Rodgers says Green Bay still has his heart, but the sentiment isn't shared by Pack fans. A Wisconsin artist quickly painted over his mural yesterday. I'm Scott Davidson.
Intelligence runs in the family. Innovation runs in the family. Extraordinary runs in the family. The Mercedes-Benz range of SUVs. Every member is waiting to impress. Learn more at MBUSA.com.
Could you use some extra help meeting basic needs? Like putting food on the table or paying the rent? Keeping your home warm and the lights on? Buying new shoes for growing feet? Or help with medical needs? Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI, administered by Social Security. It's money you can use to help pay for basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, or medical needs. You could receive monthly SSI payments if your income and financial resources are low and you're 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability, or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to learn more about SSI and start the application process today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. This message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-670-8526 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-670-8526. That's 800-670-8526. What do you have to lose? Call 800-670-8526. Again, 800-670-8526.
Spring has sprung and it's full tilt boogie time at GiveMeTheVin.com. I'm overpaying for cars because I think they're going to go up even higher from where they are right now. We'll pay off your payoff. We'll pick your stuff up. We'll quote you quick and easy at GiveMeTheVin.com. America's best car buyer. Go there right now, and if I don't beat a CarMax offer, I'll send you a check for $100.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Tommy Mello here, owner of A1 Garage Door Service. Springtime savings are here, and now is the perfect time to service your garage. Don't wait until simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. Call A1 Garage today and receive the best service, best parts, and best warranty in the industry.
Every morning, start your day getting caught up with Wesh 2 News Sunrise.
I'm Meredith McDonough.
And I'm Jason Guy. Here for you with breaking news from around Central Florida.
We want to get back to that breaking news out of Orange County.
Giving you an accurate forecast to plan your day by.
We're also starting off with some cloud cover.
And steering you clear of the backups to make your commute a breeze.
Your travel times out the door are looking pretty good this morning.
Wake up knowing you're ready for today with Jason, Mare, Kellyanne, and Megan. Wake up with Wesh 2 News Sunrise. Weekdays starting at 4:30 a.m.
Kelly's all new.
Hello, Clarkson.
Every weekday.
Let's do it, Kelly.
Give your day a little love. Oh my gosh. A little joy.
Happy day.
A little laugh.
Well, I'm really hard of hearing. I can't hear that well.
You're going to fit right in on this show because I'm loud. Give your day a little Kelly.
It's this. This is her name.
Oh, yeah.
Weekdays at 3 on West 2, followed by West 2 News at 4.
Jim here for my friends at Solar Bear. In Orlando in 2022, there were 3 different utility rate increases and another 4% increase scheduled for April. Stop going along with these rate increases. Now's the time to go solar with Solar Bear, the #1 solar installer in the state of Florida. They can help eliminate your power bill in 2023. Solar Bear, also the highest rated and reviewed solar company in the state, locally owned and operated. That means no subcontractors. Visit solarbear.com today for your free estimate. And check it out right now. 0 down, 0% interest, and no payments for 12 months with credit approval. Say goodbye to your electric bill, but say hi to Solar Bear. Solarbear.com.
Listening to this station on your free iHeartRadio app could put $5,000 in your pocket.
No way, are you kidding me?
Open your app and search this station to be instantly qualified for the cash.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all the music, radio, and podcasts you love.
Do bank closures, inflation rate hikes, and the roller coaster of the market frighten you as much as it does me? You need to call Oxford Gold. Securing your IRA or 401k with real gold and silver is a portfolio protection plan, and Oxford Gold has made it as easy as 1, 2, 3. One app, one call, and you pick the precious metals. That's it. You now own real precious metals. Call Oxford Gold today and learn more about the 1, 2, 3 protection plan at 833-404-GOLD. That's 833-404-GOLD.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you breaking news from the state of Florida. It's blueberry season! You can find locally grown Florida blueberries in stores now for all your favorite homemade recipes. Ask for Fresh from Florida where you shop.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
If you're going to give up your personal information to a giant, merciless corporation, might as well listen to something good. So tell Alexa to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Real Radio 104.1.
Jury duty in just a moment. We'll get to more of your dispatches momentarily. And then we have an interview with somebody coming up at 2 o'clock, or at the top of the hour for most of you. And I forgot that I messaged this person. They're like, I'm available. I'll do that. And I go, okay, we'll talk to a mermaid. Well, let's see what's going on. We'll interview a mermaid. It's somebody who's doing some pretty interesting things out there, and we'll talk to them in just a bit. But I saw this, and I was like, this is the most awkward, cringe thing I think I've seen in quite some time. Everybody in this room knows what an incel is, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Sit next to one.
Josh is not technically an incel, what with the wife and everything.
Yeah.
You know? Incels.
I'm voluntarily celibate.
It stands for involuntarily celibate, and it's this group of people, largely online, who come together to talk about how women are terrible because they won't have sex with them. And they say, we tried to do the best that we can, and no women are giving us any attention out there. Generally, this kind of dovetails with things like the pickup community or the red pill community. And those communities are efforts to pull people out of this incel world and show them how you can get laid, right? That's basically what it is.
Very efficiently.
So one of the biggest figures in the incel world, his Twitter name is Komesarj, Komesarj. And something shocking happened to this man who is at the pinnacle of inceldom online. This guy had sex. He got laid. So that has caused some problems for him. You can see right in front of me. Check this tweet out, all right? There's a whole thread of this. This one is from him after he got laid, and it says, I feel a lot of mixed feelings about leaving the incel community. While it feels good to no longer be an incel, I'm going to miss all the friends and connections I've made. To all you who have supported me over the years, thank you. I start a new chapter in my life, albeit late. One would have thought that people would have gone, congratulations, you had sex.
Yeah.
You were not an incel anymore.
You finally got out.
You did it. No, they're pissed off. Some people in the replies, it's honestly disgusting that you betray your community when some chick finally settles for you. And then he said, well, enjoy being a virgin for some weird cause. Nobody wants to be an incel, LOL. We're not Jedi. And somebody said, why are you leaving? Did you manage to stop being an incel? And if so, do you feel no longer being identified with so many sad, depressed men out there? Imagine if normal people are clueless and careless about being a virgin past 20 to 30 years old. how is it to have now careless ex-incels?
That all made a lot of sense.
I don't know what any of that means. This is the equivalent. This is the equivalent of LeBron retiring. The incel community has lost their biggest prospects, somebody else said.
Their biggest prospects?
So it's like the guy was an incel.
How do you have
laid.
prospects in the incel community?
You have none.
You're all automatically in there.
That's the point.
Is there like a trade block or something?
I didn't know, but they're
incel
very
draft.
This man graduated out of incel and into like actually dating somebody. And all the people in his community were very, very upset about that. Just a peek into that world real quick. Okay, let's get into it. Hang on just a second here. Let me get all set up and ready to go. And here we are. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MOE, or go to the website, justcallmo.com. After an accident, if you need some help, which you do, use your brain and go to the best place you possibly can, in my opinion, to get help like this. Not the person with the most billboards and the most commercials, the person who's going to listen to your story and then go to battle against the billion-dollar insurance companies. And that is Mo DeWitt. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO. By the way, keep your ears out and ready to hear a new jingle from Mo that
you're gonna love it.
It's gonna stick with you. It's one that you'll remember where you were when you heard it because you'll be wandering around your house singing it.
You think you've been walking around singing the old Mo jingles?
Just wait.
This one's gonna get stuck deep.
This is it.
It's deep down in there. All right, let's get to this story real quick. There is a son who has been arrested for stabbing his mother, and they said she called 911, and when the cops came, she was conscious, alert, and all that stuff, but she had a kitchen knife protruding from her head, and her son had attacked her. She was able to remain conscious and was hospitalized in critical condition. Some more details on this from Fox 59. Here they are.
Brownsburg police responded to this home in the Summer Ridge neighborhood Monday just before 12:30. In the front yard, they found a woman with a large kitchen knife sticking out of her head.
Insane.
She was being surrounded by neighbors who were rendering aid.
Brownsburg Police Captain Jennifer Barrett says the woman was able to tell police it was her own son.
All right, real quick question. I need to know this in case I encounter this situation.
Okay.
If I stumble upon a woman who has been stabbed by her son and there is a knife protruding from her head, do I sword in the stone it, or
no, you leave it in?
You're supposed to 100% leave it in
until doctors can get a hold of it.
Aren't they going to do the same thing?
Yeah, but they'll be able to immediately apply pressure and bandages and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to put their foot on the forehead like you would.
Pop it right out of there. I didn't know. I mean, that my instinct, I think, would be to try to render some sort of aid to the person. And if I see a person that's been stabbed in the head, rendering aid to me seems like pulling the kitchen knife out of their head. But that's a bad idea. And they waited for the cops.
Who stabbed her?
It was definitely quite miraculous that she was able to remain conscious and alert enough to be able to identify who her attacker was.
30-year-old Kyle Brown is in the Hendricks County Jail now. He faces one count of attempted murder, among other charges.
Man, he just looks like somebody who would stab his mom in the head.
Oh, yeah.
He's just got those vibes all over the place.
He's mad about coma surge.
Yeah. I mean, you really have to go with some force, I think, to get a kitchen knife
I
to
wonder
stick
how
down
far
in
in it got.
Well, we could try it during the break if you want.
Okay, let's go.
And give this
Let me clear a spot.
Yeah, get a spot ready for the night. When we come back, we're going to be talking with a mermaid. I'll explain. This will all make sense, and we'll learn some things. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your shot at $1,000 is next. Brought to you locally by Mills Air. If you want a shot at $5,000, make sure you're listening to us on our free iHeartRadio app.
Watch out for an accident causing delays on Florida's Turnpike heading southbound before mile marker 245. The right shoulder is blocked. There's slowdowns due to an accident on Florida's Turnpike before mile marker 227. The left lane is blocked. And watch out for congestion due to an accident on I-4 eastbound. Beyond US 27, the right lane is blocked. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
And now, a couple of corny facts. Number one, Florida sweet corn season ends in June.
June? What? Why didn't anybody tell me that it was gonna... It's sweet corn season in Florida. Stop on your way home and get some before it's gone.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
This hour is sponsored by Barks in the City, June 3rd at Apopka Amphitheater.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-670-8526 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-670-8526. That's 800-670-8526. What do you have to lose? Call 800-670-8526. Again, 800-670-8526.
Spring has sprung and business is blooming. That means you could turn over a new leaf in a new Mitsubishi. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. And I'm so excited about our spring sale, I wet my plants. This week I'll give you up to $4,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value for your old ride. So if the bloom is off the roads with your current car, buck up, Buttercup, in a 7-passenger, 5-star safety-rated 2023 Outlander starting at only $26,900. Or check out the 2023 Mirage, cleanest gas car in America. And for your peace of mind, all Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Do other dealers rake you through the mud over past credit mishaps? We're rooting for you, and our rates start at only 1.9. Plus, you could get way more than your car's worth and drive a nicer, newer car today. But hurry, this deal will get picked over soon. I'm RC Hill Mitsubishi. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price determines actual trade allowance. Negative equity may be refinanced. Offer absolutely ends April 30th, 2023. See dealer for details.
Hi, everybody. Jim here with a giant welcome to Orlando to our friends over at Life Imaging FLA up from South Florida, where they've saved hundreds of lives. And now you have an opportunity to visit these guys just like me. I am pretty darn fired up to get my heart and body scan as a proactive preventive measure to my long-term health. After losing my mom to kidney disease and my uncle to lung cancer, never smoked a cigarette in his life, you have to look at your long-term health care differently. Life Imaging FLA can help you do that. And by the way, they're giving out free heart scans right now. It's a fact. 1 out of 3 people will die from heart disease, and in 30 to 40% of heart attacks, the very first symptom, is sudden death. Do what I'm doing. Get that peace of mind through prevention. Get that heart and body scan from Life Imaging FLA. And while you're there, ask about their cancer scan as well. And Life Imaging FLA scan is easy. They don't use any dyes. You don't have to get undressed, and it only takes about 10 minutes. From your cell phone, call pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan. That's pound 250. Just say the keyword free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia.
At Sunbelt Rentals, tools rule. They also clean and cut, chip and chop. They construct and destruct, help you climb up high and dig down deep. We rent tools that do so much for those with so much to do. The right size tools for your size jobs, and the expertise to help you rent the perfect one every single time. So next time you need a tool that nails, screws, paints, or polishes, rent in-store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Getting a Jersey Mike's sub top Mike's way with onion, lettuce, tomatoes, oregano, and the juice is the bee's knees. Actually, it's better than the bee's knees. I mean, what's the purpose of knees on bees? They don't crouch, they just buzz around. But Mike's Way has a purpose, topping your sub the authentic Jersey way. It's the cat's pajamas. Wait, cats don't wear pajamas. Mike's Way is better. Let's just leave it at that. Get your sub top Mike's Way. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Hey, you want to get a Big Green Egg? The best place to go by far is Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up the Big Green Egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassie's Meat Market, or just go to their website, wassiesmeatmarket.com, to get your Big Green Egg today.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-670-8526 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-670-8526. That's 800-670-8526. What do you have to lose? Call 800-670-8526. Again, 800-670-8526.
Could you use monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet? Find out about Supplemental Security Income. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you're 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI. Produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND. G-R-A-N-D. GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Conspiracy theory just dropped. I'll make sense of it in a second. It's about the whole Tucker Carlson thing. But in the meantime, I saw some stories about somebody who I think is doing some great stuff out there and certainly living an interesting life. I don't know if we've ever had anybody on the show before that has been a Guinness World Record, guys, or world record holder.
I don't know that we have.
A Guinness World Record holder, and we have one at the moment here. Now, I'm going to probably screw up your last name, Merle, so just bear with me and then fix it after I screw it up. Merle Livend, is that right?
Oh, you got it pretty good.
How do you say it perfectly?
It's Merle Levan.
Ah, Merle Levan is a...
Oh, he's not going to get that very... he's not going to fix that.
I'm probably going to call you Merle like 5-6 times here. Merle, okay. That's the way we'll do things. You are a world record holder, and tell everybody about what you have done to get a world record.
So I actually started right before pandemic, funny enough. I started swimming with my mermaid fin, and it was because Usain Bolt, the fastest man in the world, challenged me to swim 10K with the mermaid fin. And as ocean conscious and sustainable I am, I decided to set the record without using my arms. So just kicking with the mermaid fin, no using arms for full strokes.
That's badass.
Because animals get stuck on plastic and fishing nets.
Right.
And then that was 2019. Then 2020 came, and we had a fish kill in Florida, so I decided to do 20K. And then kind of felt like I got that done, and I'm turning 30. So on my 30th birthday, I swam 30K, and actually also Miami Beach Mayor Dan Gelber proclaimed my birthday as Merle Lehman Day now.
Nice. You got your own day. That's cool.
And then what happened was that my good friend, Don Saladino, who coaches actually Ryan Reynolds for Deadpool, he kind of threw a joke like, why you stop on a 30K? I understand you done 30 and, you can do more than that. Why you didn't went for a marathon? And I just, took that joke. And the year after that, I swam 42.2, what is 26.2 miles.
My
and
God.
I got that done. And just last weekend, when was my birthday weekend, I decided to draw attention more the American way, the 30-mile symbol. to swim 30 miles without using my arms and just with my mermaid fin to raise awareness that 2030 we're supposed to save the planet, and we are 7 years behind, and we need to do better.
All right.
today.
So, Merle, you put on a mermaid tail and you swim 30 miles.
Do you ever just relax?
Yeah. This is crazy to me, but how long did that take you? Because you can't use your arms at all. You're just using like the mermaid tail to kick your legs, and you go 30 miles, which I can't do using all of my arms and legs. I couldn't do that myself. How long did this take you? Like, when did you start and when did you end?
It took me 14 hours and 15 minutes. I started on a dark. I started 6:30 a.m. Being scared of all the crocodiles and sharks, what can be on Biscayne Bay, and I finished 8:45 on the darkness. So that was pretty scary. But did I relax? No, because the stopwatch, the time keeps going there. So that's the problem.
That's insane to go on for that long, from like 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., from dark to dark, and you're swimming the whole time. Did you get to take breaks and stuff? Obviously, you couldn't just keep going the whole time, I wouldn't think.
No, I kept going. You go in the back, and you just have to keep kicking your core while eating chicken soup and baby food.
You had a mermaid tail on. How do you go to the bathroom if you're out there swimming all day long?
You just let it go?
Just like a mermaid
You're in the
would?
water.
Well, number one, you can figure out. Number two, I can't do it. So I had to hold the whole 16 hours.
Oh, I couldn't even do that part of the challenge. I would have failed that just on its face.
How were you able to eat? Like, did you just have to tread water and...
So the thing is that I swam right after our 1,000-year craziest flood, what happened in South Florida. So I also had to mouthwash my mouth all the time with coconut oil. And how do you do that? You just go on a back, and while like laying down, you're eating and mouth washing your mouth
like
and
an otter.
trying to keep going.
That's
Pardon?
amazing.
You should cut off for a second. He said like an otter, and otters do that, I think. But while you're doing this, you're like picking up trash out there. It's like you have to make everything even harder on yourself.
I know, but that's the whole idea. I pulled out about 35 pounds of plastic and trash by myself, and I constantly gave to kayakers and boats, and I know that there was more trash because I was pointing out for the boats who came by and took the videos of me swimming as a mermaid, and I told them trash on the left or trash on the right. And I know I truly was woken up by so many people that our Biscayne Bay is full of trash, and we need to do something about it, because if we don't take care of that, then it's going to become a microplastic and ends up in our stomach anyway, and then it's going to affect our behavioral balance,
Right.
So
there's nobody against that. Everybody loves any kind of outreach thing that cleans up the oceans. I think that's one that brings everybody together. Kurt on YouTube says, did she have a support boat handing her stuff? Did you have a boat that was with you, or were these just random boats that were around you?
No, you have to have a safety kayaker, and I had 100% Florida-based electrical boat with me, only charged with electricity, so I didn't have any oil fumes. But the way how it is I'm not allowed to hold the kayaker or the boats. Whatever we were doing, it has to be transaction by the hand, because the moment if I hang on something, that means the record is discarded. So,
oh my God! So that whole time you didn't even get like a little rest and hanging on a boat?
No.
Oh my God! You're in a different level of shape than me. It's hard for me to understand some of this. You got 4 Guinness World Records. 4.
Well, now 5.
Now 5.
Yeah. No.
You got 5. Who is your biggest rival out there? Is there somebody else who's putting on a mermaid tail and doing these world record attempts?
It's man with 80-pound bees.
Well, I have to point out that my friends who have been holding the mermaid fin have discovered that mermaid fin actually weighs 9 pounds. About it's heavy. If the mermaid fin itself is heavy, and training to keep that up is another level animal. But I have men who trying to beat that. But I just think that my level of like surviving the pain on my toes and, figuring how to deal with the leg cramps all these 14 hours. That just every time when I set the record, I get better and better, like a vine,
Yeah. So, but you think there's nobody who's like in your rear view who's trying to start beating your records and they're going, screw this, I can do this just like her. I'm going to go out there and go 31 miles.
Well, there has to be 5 guys, but they haven't even got to the halfway.
Nice. Shade.
Nice. So this is all for to draw attention to a great cause, to clean up the ocean, to do all kinds of stuff. You have a lot going on, and I had just seen a couple of stories about your world record swim. So congratulations, number one. And number two, let people know where they can follow what you're doing and what you're up to.
You can follow me on Instagram. My name is Aqua Mierle because my dad calls me Mierle. So it's Aqua with the Q and Mjerle. Or LinkedIn, find Merle Levand, or just Google the mermaid who collects the trash. You find all the information about me.
Yeah.
I would love to her if somebody else is into oceans and want to save the oceans and I have some ideas or startup or clean tech, what helps our oceans, because I'm all about swimming in the clean water.
Yeah.
And Marilyn, some of our people on the texting service were asking, where's your accent from? Where is your family from?
So I'm from this country called Estonia, who created Skype. So whoever is trying to figure out my accent should know that number one IT country in the world is Estonia.
Estonia. Okay. Well, her name is.
Yeah, we live on the block. We live on a blockchain since 2000. So
take that, world. There you go. Merle Levand.
Can't believe Sean made you do this interview over Zoom when your people created Skype. That is.
Well, you know that they sold the Skype, and the guy who sold the Skype said, "Well, it's not my problem. The service is going down. It's Microsoft problem."
Yeah. Well, you could Google her name. It's Merle. It's Merle, and her last name is Levand, Liivand, and you'll learn all about her. Give her a follow. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, there she goes. Man, I could never even think about getting anywhere near that.
Yeah. Just thinking about it makes me hurt.
I threw up swimming 3 laps one time.
My pool in the backyard has gone unused for the entirety of the time I've owned this house, and I don't even know if I could do a lap in that tiny thing. But I love that the guys can't even get like halfway through this without giving up. And if you missed that, what she does is she goes out and breaks world records and draws attention to different causes she's into. She puts on a mermaid tail, which weighs like 10 pounds or something, she said. And then she swims like 30 miles, can't use your arms at all. And you got to go from like early morning in the dark to late at night, 14 hours or so. Pretty crazy and very impressive. All right, let's see what else we got going on. Let's get to a couple of your dispatches. We have time to work a few of these in, I think. And let's go over to Kool-Aid Mom chiming in with a dispatch.
Mike is addicted to his tablet.
Whoa.
Yes, he can do cool things, and yes, he's learning.
There's a
cool
glitch in the Matrix in that dispatch. I could not understand exactly what was going on.
The kid is.
It was like a remix.
Ruining your dispatch with the tablet.
Here's the brown pony instead.
You know, on second thought, don't play that last dispatch. That was just shameful. I don't even know why I thought that would be funny, but oh well.
Oh,
now I gotta know.
I hear it. Don't worry, we have the technology. We can bring up all of his previous dispatches. It was about the twins.
Oh, okay.
I think I see where he's going.
Can you imagine how much money the conjoined twins would make if they started an OnlyFans with them just going to town on each other?
Oh my
I
God.
actually have to pay for that.
You know what? He was right. He was right. He was right. It's shameful, sir. Get out of here with that.
What would be the difference? Because he said on each other.
Mm-hmm.
At what point is it masturbating or not masturbating?
Right, because there's only one bottom half
Torso,
of these conjoined twins' bodies. From the waist down, it's totally normal. It's like a regular waist, and then they share the same reproductive organs, and then the same pair of legs, and so
maybe one feels the front, and the other feels the back.
It could be. I'm not going to test it out. You know, I mean, some brave soul out there will find out the answer. And this person will find out the answer to so many questions that we'll never learn. There is a new conspiracy in the world of Fox News and Tucker Carlson. How about this? All right, here's some things that I need to lay down the groundwork here with so that you understand what's going on here.
Are we going like full Charlie Day?
Kind of. We're like connecting the map and the string, and we're going full-on conspiracy mode here. So Rupert Murdoch, he's the guy who runs Fox News.
Yeah.
And he was the person who came up with the idea for Fox News, and
He came up with the idea for firing Tucker Carlson.
And yes, he is the person who is responsible for firing Tucker Carlson.
Which, by the way, I've been waiting for you to bring this up all show, because during the beginning, when you were teasing what's on the show today, you said Tucker Carlson fires back. And I go, how is that even possible?
Yeah, well,
First he gets fired. He can't fire back.
No, you can't fire me.
You know what, Rupert? You're fired.
Buy Fox News?
If he says, Rupert, you're fired, and the Rupert's like, no one's
Son
ever
of a
done.
bitch!
I'm
You
in a
can't fire
bind
me.
here.
See you later. It was unprecedented. Like earlier when I didn't know who was doing the next episode, and you both said we're not doing it. So Tucker Carlson's out at Fox News. Rupert Murdoch is the guy. He's a media conglomerate owner, and he is the person who's been pulling the strings on Fox News for decades. So Rupert Murdoch personally fires Tucker Carlson. Somebody brings up the fact that Tucker Carlson and Rupert Murdoch and his new wife went on a dinner together like a year or so ago, or maybe even more recent than that. And on the event of this dinner, his wife, Rupert Murdoch's wife, was enamored with Tucker Carlson. And they said that Rupert Murdoch's wife was like, you were sent from God. You are, you're a spokesperson sent from God that needs to do good in this country, and all these things. And was just fawning over Tucker Carlson at this dinner he was having with Rupert Murdoch and his wife. Rupert Murdoch got divorced from his wife. What? Can you look that up? Rupert Murdoch divorced. He was like, when he got married to her, mind you, he said, this is it. This is love. This is going to be the final marriage of my life. And then it took only a couple of months, and they were announcing their divorce.
April 13th.
Okay.
Wait. That was the...
Is that the story about the...
June 22nd of last year, Rupert Murdoch and Jerry Hall are said to be divorcing. April 13th, the Guardian is reporting, as of a couple weeks ago, that Rupert Murdoch reportedly divorced her by email.
Oh, my God. That's brutal.
I've had enough.
So the theory is that their relationship broke up, and Rupert Murdoch got mad because she was seemingly fawning over Tucker Carlson.
But again, why? I mean, unless contractually he had to wait till Tucker Carlson gave him a reason to let him go, and he's using the Dominion thing as the catalyst.
Shield, yeah.
But I mean, if it says that if the New York Times was reporting on the divorce in June of 2022, why wait this long
and it had to be
get rid
more
of Tucker
recent.
Carlson? So, I mean, people are talking about the Don Lemon thing and about some of the comments that he made. Most of the one that where he said somebody was past their prime.
Yeah, he's talking about women being past their prime.
And but it was been a while since he said that too. So what's the holdup if that's the reason?
I don't know. That doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm trying to look at his last marriage. Okay, during St. Patrick's Day celebrations in 2023, Murdoch, who is a quarter Irish, proposed to his partner Anne Leslie Smith. The engaged couple first met at an event they both attended in September 2022. 2 weeks later, after the couple was engaged, Murdoch has called off the engagement. So during St. Patrick's Day of this year, he announced that he was going to marry this woman, Anne Leslie Smith.
He proposed to her.
Yeah, he proposed to her. He was like, this is going to be my last marriage. It's going to be so great. And then after that, she goes out with him to this dinner meeting with Tucker Carlson.
So this is not his most recent wife we're talking about. This is the fiance.
This is the fiance that he was almost going to marry. And then he called the engagement off. And she, at that meeting, was like head over heels for Tucker Carlson.
Man.
And so the theory is that maybe that had something to do with it. It could have been a number of different things. It could have been the Dominion voting fallout from that history-making $800 billion plus settlement that they had. It could be this lawsuit that they're facing from a former employee who says she was bullied and harassed and that there was sexist stuff going on. She apparently has up to like 90 recordings that she made while working at Fox News. Could be something in there. Could have been that they just wanted to fire him because he wasn't getting along with the management at Fox News. or the news department. Whatever it is, it's all done now. And he's riding around in golf carts in Florida, where he just bought a $5 million house. And Tucker Carlson's now living the Florida life, I guess, at least for now. Okay, we're going to hear from more of you, but we'll wait till those dispatches roll in during this break. When we come back, there is a huge murder mystery that is developing right now. And if you haven't heard about this, the details are absolutely insane. And it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Winning Wednesdays happen every Wednesday on our Instagram page at Real Radio 1041 with a new prize available every Wednesday. Real Radio 1041 on Instagram is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Travel with caution and expect delays. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Florida's Turnpike heading southbound before mile marker 245. Traffic is backed up before mile marker 246 and the right shoulder is blocked. Watch out for an object in the roadway on I-4 eastbound east of US 27. And the left lane is blocked due to an accident on Kirkman Road heading southbound at Rayleigh Street. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Ah, what a day to be a Florida tomato. You say tomato, I say, what the?
Florida tomatoes. They're ripe for the picking. So look for Fresh from Florida tomatoes where you shop.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
Folks, there is a place that is ready to help you out. If you're like me, you don't know how to fix your air conditioning if it breaks. You don't even want to get into it. You could probably watch some YouTube videos, but just leave it to the experts, the folks who really know what they're doing. And that is the crew over at Mills Air. Leon Mills has started a great company here. He started this company in 1992, and for 30 years, he has been being honest to people just like you and taking care of the customers who need help with their air conditioning. There is a lot of turbulence in the weather right now, but trust me, this summer is going to be melting hot, and you want to make sure you're ready for that. That's why they have this great program over at Mills Air called the Preventative Maintenance Program. They'll come out every 6 months or whenever you want, and they'll look at your air conditioner so you get no surprises, no nightmares where all of a sudden it's broke and you don't know what to do. They have the nicest people in the world, I'm telling you, that answer the phone when you call over there for service. It's so different than all these other businesses, and you're really going to appreciate it. They can service any brand out there, and they're a Carrier factory authorized dealer. They can get you up to $1,275 in rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call today to schedule your appointment. 407-277-1159 or find them online at millsair.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. And now, everybody who's fueled by your local Circle K. There's flower shop owners, neighborhood bakers, awesome food truck sandwich makers, gearheads, mighty motorheads, farmers and their farmsteads, life-saving physicians and head-banging musicians, that guy who helps you change your spare, and rock star nurses. The people we rely on every day are fueled by Circle K. Every single day, fueled by Circle K.
The IRS has just received $80 billion in funding to hire additional agents for aggressive collections enforcement. If you owe the IRS, now is the time to take action before the IRS comes after you or your business. There's no time to waste. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Orlando, for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
What do fans of country music and exclusive deals have in common? A chance to rock out with country's biggest superstars. Check this month's Valpak Blue envelope for your chance to win a trip to the iHeart Country Festival. Scan the QR code to stream an iHeart Country station. Then listen for details on how to enter the sweepstakes. You can win $100 instantly just by opening your envelope. Head to your mailbox to learn more today. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. See specially marked Valpak envelopes or Valpak.com for details.
Ah, what a day to be a Florida tomato. Sunny, warm, and expected afternoon showers. I am feeling so fine. You say tomato, I say, what the?
Florida tomatoes. They're ripe for the picking. So look for fresh from Florida tomatoes where you shop and support our state. See more seasonal produce at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Orlando is growing, and Ocean Bank is here to bring you even more possibilities with our new branch right in the heart of the city. Visit us in downtown Orlando today. Ocean Bank, member FDIC.
Could you use monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet? Find out about supplemental security income. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you're 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI. Produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
At Sunbelt Rentals, tools rule. They also clean and cut, chip and chop. They construct and destruct, help you climb up high and dig down deep. We rent tools that do so much for those with so much to do. The right size tools for your size jobs, and the expertise to help you rent the perfect one every single time. So next time you need a tool that nails, screws, paints, or polishes, rent in-store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Jim here for my friends at Solar Bear. In Orlando in 2022, there were 3 different utility rate increases and another 4% increase scheduled for April. Stop going along with these rate increases. Now's the time to go solar with Solar Bear, the #1 solar installer in the state of Florida. They can help eliminate your power bill in 2023. Solar Bear, also the highest rated and reviewed solar company in the state, locally owned and operated. That means no subcontractors. Visit solarbear.com today for your free estimate and check it out right now. 0 down, 0% interest, and no payments for 12 months with credit approval. Say goodbye to your electric bill, but say hi to Solar Bear. Solarbear.com.
The podcast Let's Talk About Myths, Baby, retells stories from Greek and Roman mythology, from gods and goddesses to heroes and monsters. Explore the weird and often awful things the ancient deities were up to.
When it comes to Melanui,
people want to take this idea of the romance of Hades and Persephone to a happy ever after.
Listen to Let's Talk About Myths, Baby, on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Upgrade this spring and get $5,000 more for your trade at SutherlandBuysCars.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. And answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Careful out there. Is it raining now, C-Lane, or is it just the warning it's come across?
All I saw was a warning. It didn't look like it was raining when I was out in the kitchen.
It's a long-ass warning, though.
It wasn't raining in the kitchen?
The warning is like when the cable company gives you an estimated time of arrival, and the window is like 7-8 hours long. They said starting at this time and like until like 9 o'clock at night, there's a warning for the weather, and it's kind of a nasty one out there.
Seems like we had 3 months of not a drop of rain, and now we're getting like the violent thunderstorms.
Yeah.
Lord knows the grass needs it.
You missed it at the beginning of the show, Fritz. There was a moment where C-Lane was very, very wrong, and he suggested that a dime-sized piece of hail, dime-sized hail falling from the sky, could not do anything. He's like, this is nothing to worry about, not a big deal. Not going to do any damage to your car, and
if you Google it, Fritz, you'll see that I'm.
You'll
right.
see that
you'll see that I'm correct.
Very, very damaging.
Well, what about terminal velocity?
Yeah, that's what we got into. We said, what if you dropped the actual dime off the Empire State Building? And I know it's not like the old myth.
And you Googled it, and you read exactly what I read, that there was no major damage.
It surprises me, though. Doesn't it surprise you that dimes are falling out of the sky and it's not going to be doing any damage to any of these vehicles? And there was bigger stuff than dimes falling yesterday. I'm talking about like, softball. Well, softball's a little bit big. Tennis ball sized chunks that I saw in some people's videos and photos that they were posting online. There's a lot of this going on. That'll do some damage right there.
Yeah.
Once you get up that big. Have you ever had any damage from hail like that or no?
No. Not that I
knock on wood.
Recall.
Yeah,
not going to knock on any wood.
His car's going to get wrecked by dimes today.
He's refusing. It's just on the way home. Bam! Out of the sky.
Because we need a new roof eventually, and if we got some hail on the roof.
Oh, so you're basically in the front yard doing like thunder dances and stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to get the storm. You're trying to get the storm to go right over to your house, and please give me the hail that everybody else doesn't want right now. LaHava Rasta says baseball size, they said on the news. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty incredible seeing some of that footage and just the different photos people had.
You had me at baseball.
And Altamont Springs, Florida. Speaking of, I just wanted to aside this for a second. I was listening to our friends Tom and Dan last night on the way out, and they were talking about the NFL in the season pass that they have. I think it might have been an older show or something. And I'm listening, and they said, I think that they said it was $450 now. Ooh. Is that right? I thought it used to be like $99 for that the direct TV thing where you get all the football games.
Now, I don't know, because that seems either correct or low. I know it's expensive as hell.
$450 though, that's a lot of money.
And I don't know if with the NFL, can you get just your team, or do you have to get them all? Because with the MLB package,
how much is that?
Just your team.
You could get like for Fritz, he could get just the Tampa Bay team.
Yeah,
and you get every single game that they play.
Awesome,
but not all the other ones. When they said $450, I was like, "Are you kidding me? How do people afford this stuff?" Like an average person out there who's paycheck to paycheck can't exactly drop $450 on the damn Sunday ticket. That's probably why they go to a bar or something to watch it.
Well, here's the thing: if you are if you are that vested in football, invested in football, and that's your thing, that's your Sunday thing. You're going to go out to bars. You're going to meet up with a bunch of your friends.
Yeah,
you're probably going to spend a bunch of money on beer. What you have to start doing is, how much am I spending at the bar to watch this game versus what, do the math and divide the total cost of the ticket.
Yeah. So if every Sunday I'm going to this bar and I got $100 tab, it doesn't take too many Sundays for you to be in the losing end of that. Butters on Discord says it's a monthly cost on cable, but in the app it's a lump sum. It's expensive. That's all the way up to that. Lee Rhodes says DirecTV has been around $350 or so for the last 10 years. When I had a friend who had it, it was not that expensive. It was like at the beginning of it, and I think it was $100. But $450 is nuts, man.
It's lumped in with YouTube TV now.
Is it?
Well, YouTube TV has the
Sunday ticket.
They got so DirecTV lost it to them.
Yes,
I guess, and they've got it over there now. There's this story that is developing out of Pasco County that I want to tell everybody about because people are wondering what the hell happened here. Deputies in Pasco County described the murder of a Florida man who was finishing his shift as an Uber Eats delivery driver as gruesome.
This is crazy.
Horrific.
This is a very nuts story.
And evil. The worst part, deputies have no idea what the motive was, and they believe his killing was completely and totally random. That is freaky. They said this guy, Randall Cook, texted his wife around 6:40 p.m. He said he's making his last delivery and he's going to be home soon. He never returned home. Deputies have arrested 30-year-old Oscar Solis Jr., who was on parole from Indiana, in Cook's death. Authorities said they found human remains in trash bags behind the house where the suspect was staying. Cook's stepdaughter, Brittany Zoba, said her stepdad lived in Seminole County for years, moved to Pasco County a year ago to be closer to the water and enjoy his retirement. He joined Uber Eats to help support their dreams of living by the beach. And the deputies are saying this was totally random, and this whole thing was just an evil act. And man, can't even imagine that. They're trying to figure out if there's any connections, but they don't believe there were any connections between the two.
The guy who did it, the mugshot for him, he looks like a lot like a guy I used to work with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not him, though, right?
It's not him.
Okay.
No. But when I was an intern, yeah, it looks like him.
Man, it's something else to see. When anything's random and there's no motivation that ties you to it that you know of, it makes it all the worst. Okay, let's do a couple of dispatches real quick. We can do that. Right, Fritz?
Oh,
we
yeah.
can do this. We can make this happen.
Hasn't stopped us before.
Here's
You
our
ask
friend.
Fritz, because you know Fritz will never tell you to go to break.
He's not going to tell me that. We've got to keep going right now.
I know right now.
Here's my cousin Mose with a dispatch.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
So I'm at work. I'm watching the show on Twitch, and I get a message from Mo DeWitt, and I just won the Cinco de Mo travel bag.
Nice!
I'm so excited. Yes, I won.
I have never seen a man's face on so many different articles and items as Mo. And some of them, I look at it and I'm like, I actually kind of want that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
good
pajama,
products.
the pajama pants were quality.
Yeah,
Those are like really
they're
good.
very comfortable.
It's well-made stuff, and you can follow Mo on social media, and you'll see when he drops those out. So, congrats, my cousin Mose. Here's Bruise Traveler talking about the mermaid.
Just Googled the mermaid that you had on, and two things. Number one, that's amazing, and the fact that nobody has even reached the halfway point is pretty awesome. And number two, wow, maybe I should go to Estonia.
Oh my God! Here he is. He's got
You like Skype?
That's the weirdest thing too. Estonia, the place where they invented Skype. Like you would think that they were more well known for something else, but that's what she said was.
I'd
the
be
thing.
like, yes, we're going to Omaha, the birthplace of 411.
Yeah. So specific. One more. Here's Bloodmouth with the dispatch for us. Hello?
Hey, Sean, you mentioned you don't really use your pool.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be cool if I came over and did some laps?
No.
I only got a place to swim.
No, please don't do that. That would be very, very weird and very, very inappropriate. And far too many people know where I live, and I hate that. Quick break. Back in a moment. When we return, final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends, this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
Hi, everybody. Jamie King here, Fox 35 Storm Center. It is Wednesday. Look for a day-to-day of increasing clouds across central Florida and some mighty strong storms possible. Again, mainly for the afternoon. Chance of 60%. Possible large hail today. Heavy rain and gusty winds. It's a Fox 35 weather impact day to address the threats for the afternoon. Partly cloudy. Showers and storms ease by the overnight hours. 67 degrees. Rain chance 20%. For Fox 35, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Do keep it here for the absolute latest. Take care.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you breaking news from the state of Florida. It's blueberry season! You can find locally grown Florida blueberries in stores now for all your favorite homemade recipes. Ask for Fresh from Florida where you shop.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
Folks, we live in Central Florida. It is so important that your air conditioner be working perfectly every single time you want to use it. And that's why I strongly suggest a call to Mills Air. They've been in business since 1992. That is 30 years of experience in keeping Central Florida cool. Check this out. Their techs can service any brand out there, so you don't have to worry about that. And Mills Air is a Carrier Factory Authorized dealer. That means they can get you up to $1,275 in rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call today to schedule your appointment at 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
You probably already know that Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. But now we have a chance for you to earn $5,000. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you the keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. With 13 chances every weekday, you have plenty of opportunities to win $1,000 in your hand. However, if you listen to Real Radio on our free iHeartRadio app, you can earn $5,000. Always remember, if you get the call, you need to answer your phone. That's right. The key to winning is picking up your phone when we call. So don't send us to voicemail. This contest contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. And business is blooming. That means you could turn over a new leaf in a new Mitsubishi. This week, I'll give you up to $4,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value for your old ride. Do other dealers rake you through the mud over past credit mishaps? We're rooting for you. Drive a nicer, newer car today. But hurry, this deal will get picked over soon. I'm RC Hill Mitsubishi. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Bank approval. Vehicle purchase price determines actual trade allowance. Negative equity may be refinanced. Offer absolutely ends April 30th, 2023. See dealer for details.
Jersey Mike's freshly slices the meat and cheese for your sub right in front of you. It's a work of art. Think Michelangelo's David. But honestly, David, if I have to wear a shirt and shoes, you could put on some pants. At least my Italian sub is perfectly dressed. Secondly, David is 522 years old, but Jersey Mike's subs are freshly sliced every time, brand new. It's an inspiration to hungry, pants-wearing people everywhere. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
You know that expression, the grass is always greener on the other side? Well, with Massey Services, it's literally true. Why? Because Massey does what the others don't. Every lawn is unique. So Massey starts with a detailed analysis and then builds a customized plan to prevent and control weeds, diseases, and harmful pests. Then they aerate to ensure water and nutrients reach the roots of your lawn. That's the Massey difference. Expect more and get it.
I like to cook on the Big Green Egg. Why? It's impressive and everything turns out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go to Wassey's Meat Market and get a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories. They even have a classroom set up to teach you all the basic techniques on the Big Green Egg and advanced techniques. When you get the Big Green Egg from Wassey's Meat Market, there's a lifetime guarantee. So it's Wassey's Meat Market. Check them out on Instagram or just go to their website, wasseysmeatmarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's wasseysmeatmarket.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients. Today, Morgan & Morgan has more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hear that? That's the sound of water coming from leaking pipes. Hi, this is Pete from Repipe Specialists. Let's end those leaks and the damages they can cause to your walls, ceilings, and floors by replacing those old, corroded, or brittle pipes with high-quality new ones. With over 30 years of experience and work that's guaranteed for life, Repipe Specialists will expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. Call us by this Saturday to save 20%. So long, water-dripping drum solos. If you have leaks or even low water pressure, call Repipe Specialists now at 407-337-4020 to schedule a free home estimate and to save 20% on your entire job, plus zero down, zero interest financing for the first 18 months on approved credit, local and insured. Call 407-337-4020 or go to repipe.com. That's 407-337-4020. Repipe.com. Repipe Specialists, making your repipe job fast, seamless, and simple. That's our specialty.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. In Office Orlando.
Every morning, start your day getting caught up with West 2 News Sunrise.
I'm Meredith McDonough.
And I'm Jason Guy. Here for you with breaking news from around Central Florida.
We want to get back to that breaking news out of Orange County.
Giving you an accurate forecast to plan your day by.
We're also starting off with some cloud cover.
And steering you clear of the backups to make your commute a breeze.
Your travel times out the door are looking pretty good this morning.
Wake up knowing you're ready for today with Jason, Mare, Kellyanne, and Megan. Wake up with West 2 News Sunrise. Weekdays starting at 4:30 a.m.
Kelly's all new.
Hello, Clarkson.
Every weekday.
Let's do it, Kelly.
Give your day a little love. Oh my gosh. A little joy.
Happy day.
A little laugh.
Well, I'm really hard of hearing. I can't hear that well.
You're going to fit right in on this show because I'm loud. Give your day a little Kelly.
It's this. This is her name. Oh, yeah.
weekdays at 3 on West 2, followed by West 2 News at 4.
It pays to be a pro at Lowe's. Right now, buy a select Bosch 12-volt bare tool starting at $99 and get a Bosch 12-volt battery starter kit free. Because Lowe's knows savings, Lowe's knows pros. Selection varies by location while supplies last. See sales associate for details, valid through 5/3.
This hour is sponsored by Barks in the City, June 3rd at Apopka Amphitheater.
Final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today we're going to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. This is a bold move. Let's see if it pays off. I don't know if you guys saw this story before we get into the final dispatches here. It was in San Francisco, and there's this hobo, like crazed hobo in San Francisco, who's walking down the street, and he has a crowbar in his hand. And there's a guy who was the ex-fire commissioner in San Francisco just walking along the street. And the hobo with the crowbar comes up to him and just starts beating him in the head, right?
Is there any significance to the fact that the dude used to be the fire commissioner?
No.
The hobo probably doesn't know who he is at all.
No clue. Completely and totally random. So this hobo wandering around, he's got the crowbar. He goes up to some rando who happens to be the city's ex-fire commissioner. He just starts hitting him in the head with the crowbar. And the guy who was hit with the crowbar, Don Carmignani, 53 years old, was fighting for his life. He was brutally attacked back on April 12th when this went down. And there's this weird thing that's happening with these political district attorneys across the country where it's a brave take to be kind of pro-crime and not want to go after people. But this is a whole nother level here, okay? I don't know what the hell is going on. But they said they've dropped the charges against the hobo with the crowbar. They said no longer are there charges against him. And they plan to prosecute the victim in this case. They're going to go after the ex-fire commissioner with charges. Why? Because when he was watching the hobo walk around with the crowbar, knowing that his life could be in some sort of danger, and the hobo with the crowbar approached him, he pepper sprayed him to keep him away. And they said because he used the pepper spray, the homeless guy is okay to attack him with the crowbar, and he is now possibly going to jail for using pepper spray. That is the most backwards thing.
Is this like the public defender's biggest case ever? Like, you're never going to believe what I got for this homeless guy.
Yeah, it's so stupid. This doesn't make any sense. They said he suffered a fractured skull and fractured jaw in the attack. He had to have 51 stitches after the 24-year-old beat him over the head with a crowbar. And this is Carmignani, who served as a fire commissioner in 2013, claims his lawyers informed him the district attorney, Brooke Jenkins, decided not to prosecute the homeless guy because he was acting in self-defense. According to the injured former fire chief, prosecutors say he sprayed the homeless man with pepper spray, and that instigated the vicious assault. So this guy was just wandering around with a crowbar in his hand. But, you know, if he comes near you, you can't pepper spray him. You just deserve the attack there.
Yeah, it's fine.
And you also are going to end up with charges against you for pepper spraying somebody else. This is upside down absolute stupidity. Now, I don't know how you envision winning elections moving forward, how you envision retaining control over people moving forward. If when criminals do stuff like this, you not only don't prosecute the criminals, you go after the victims. This is what they've decided is a good strategy and a good idea. And it's about the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. So maybe the more light we shine on this, the more these people will turn tail and stop doing this, because that is bad. All right, let's see. Let's get in one final dispatch here. Here is Rhino Love. It says murder mystery ideas. All right.
Okay, I have something to say about this murder mystery thing. In my opinion, it's never nothing. There's never no connection. I'm going to assume that it's a Breaking Bad situation, and this average guy wound up driving Uber Eats, in air quotes, but really he's delivering the best meth or other new drug.
Come on,
and
man.
he got busted by a rival gang.
What if he's not? What if he's just an Uber Eats driver? Poor guy.
I mean, you can't really pick which driver you get. So they would have to be ordering a lot of Uber Eats waiting for that particular guy to get a fare or just get real lucky.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Cotton the Third over on YouTube. Been listening to you guys for a month now. You make my days so much better. I disagree on most of your political comments, but that's the beauty of America. We're allowed to voice our opinion. Hey, how about that? A sane individual. What the hell's going on there?
That must be a fluke.
Yeah, it must be. It's a fluke of the system. Oh, we gotta get the hell out of here. Let me just toss the stories that didn't make the cut. They didn't make the cut either. And we're gonna make way for the next show. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Wednesday, April 26, 2023. Today I Learned sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. Fritz, thanks for hanging out with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Always good to have you around.
Keeping the testosterone down.
Yeah, that's not what I meant when I said that.
That's what we heard.
I got it all wrong. All right, here we go. Let's see. I want you to beat both of them just handily here, Fritz, okay? Today I learned this television show.
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec is correct. Nick Offerman was originally up for another role in Parks and Rec. Rashida Jones' love interest, Josh. That ended up turning into Mark Brendanowitz. So I can't even picture him in that role as her love interest.
No.
And if he wouldn't have played the role of Ron Swanson, nobody else could have done it anywhere near as good as he did. That is one of my favorite, because it's political. The character of that he plays is political.
Yes.
He's supposed to be a libertarian, and it's one of the best executions at taking a joke like that and making it hilarious, even though there's politics wrapped up in it. It's brilliant. So I think they picked the right role for him. Today I learned you shouldn't eat more than 5 Brazil nuts in a day. They contain selenium, which can cause gastrointestinal problems, brittle hair and nails, joint pain, and tiredness. In large amounts,
If that's the case, why is anybody eating any Brazil?
Yeah, I don't want any of them after this because it causes
I don't want one.
Kidney failure, heart failure, and even heart attacks.
No, I'm good.
I'm going to pass on that one.
good.
I'll just have some cashews or something. And finally, today I learned this guy right here.
Come on, man. LL Cool J.
That's right, LL Cool J. In the early 1990s, LL Cool J shared with his grandma that he couldn't survive as a rapper now that gangster rap was popular. His grandma responded, "Oh, baby, just knock him out," which inspired him to write Mama Said Knock You Out, a Grammy Award-winning certified platinum single.
Wow.
Nice.
There you go. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. In West Palm Beach, it's the Greek Zone. In Orlando, it's the Jim Colbert Show. It's on the way.